enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esfold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
The setting is Carl Gard Gymnasium in the middle of the capital city. The matchup, what a way to end. The regular season in the West region on the boys and girls side. It's Bismarck, it's Century, and it is going to be a fun one here tonight in Carl Gard Gymnasium. Hi, good evening, basketball fans. Scott Woodmansey alongside Joe Cattell. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network tonight, as we've got two dandies for you tonight as the the Century Patriots travel down the short way to take on the Bismarck Demons. The Century girls 17-4 overall, 13-4 in the conference, and they currently are the number 5 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. The Bismarck Demons, on their hand, well, they're 12-8 and 9-8 in the conference. And Joe, the Bismarck Demons is the team that is fighting for positioning for the West Region Tournament next week, as lots to be determined. We'll take a look at those standings a little later on. But nonetheless, what a great atmosphere, and it should be a fun night here tonight at Bismarck High.
Yeah, no question. The crowd's already starting to fill in, and I know some people got here real early to make sure that they had the seat that they wanted tonight, and so should be a lot of fun. 4 really good basketball teams playing tonight, and a lot on the line as far as seeding goes for next week's tournament.
Well, we've been told also going on here on the campus of Bismarck High School is an unplanned band concert, apparently. So there's that going on. There's basketball games going on, but
parking lot is full.
Yeah, parking lot is full, and this place is about to get full too. So stay tuned, as we'll have lots for you right here on the PSP Network. You're listening to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. This is your locally owned oil change headquarters, 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people. Local actually matters. Not to mention, this oil change is stay in your car drive-through oil change that is typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Minot, Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Also, it's that time of the year, folks, as tournaments are in process, and we've got them for you on the PSP Network. There's all your information right there. PSP.network, a single-day full tournament premier pass for the coverage of all of those tournaments. And right now you can see on our schedule, as we've got lots of basketball on the PSP Network for you. Century Bismarck, Jamestown Dickinson, Legacy Minot North to round out the West region. And there you see the girls 3A tournament, the girls district, the girls B3 tournament, and the girls B4 tournament. All of that you can see right here on the PSP Network, and more to come, as we're just getting started in tournament time here on the PSP Network. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll take a look inside the West Region across the state. You're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network.
Owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough. That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our total car care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Relax, spas, etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Carl Gard Gymnasium, the place to be tonight here on the PSP Network. Also, district basketball taking place up at St. Mary's. Todd Domrey's, Cole Higlin with the call for you on that one, as we've got it all for you on the PSP Network. Joe, let's take a look, first of all, before we dive into the West Region a little bit across the state, the most current Class A, AA girls basketball poll, and there you see it. Minot High, the Majets at 19-1, followed by Mandan and Davies, number 2 and 3, and then Horace and Century dropping all the way down to 5. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, That's probably the. I mean, that's where it's been pretty much the whole year, and yeah, those are your five. Those are your 5 good teams in the state of North Dakota right now.
Yeah, no question. And obviously, there's a lot to be said about this middle pack of the West. With Century kind of leading that pack, Legacy, Jamestown, Bismarck High in there too, and Williston. So it's just there's just a lot of basketball and a lot of things that can be played out, and it's almost time to just kind of shred up those standings because they're not going to really matter much in a week here. So, but yeah, as far as chalk goes, I would say that's a pretty accurate standing, and but I'm sure Davies and Horace probably don't like where they stand on that either. They probably want to flip-flop or they want to move up to 1 as well. So should be a really interesting next 2 weeks here. But this game matters a ton for Bismarck High and for Century going into next week's tournament as far as that seeding goes.
Well, and Horace is your defending state champions is West Fargo Horace. And so Fargo Davies trying to have something to say about that out in the EDC. And Joe, let's take a look now at those West Region standings. There you see the log jam right there at 4, 5, 6, and 7. And tonight, Williston is playing Minot North. Jamestown is out in Dickinson, and Legacy is up in Minot, and then obviously Bismarck High and Century. If you look at this, Joe, and what I could tell today, the odd team out there, if there's a tie, is the Legacy Sabres. They lost twice to Bismarck High. Jamestown, I believe, so Jamestown certainly could find themselves, with the win tonight. That goes them to 9-9. If Legacy drops, that's 9-9. And if Bismarck High goes to 9-9, Legacy, and then you got Williston at 8-10. So lots to be determined.
Yeah, I hate to correct you, but Legacy has 9 wins, so they're guaranteed not to be in the play-in game. So Jamestown, Williston, St. Mary's are the fight for the 8 seed right now, not to be in the play-in game because there's only 1 game left. And
I stand correct. You're right. But what I meant by that is Legacy could
be
drop,
the 7.
They could drop to the 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, for
is
sure.
what I'm saying, and they could move on. So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, they could drop to the 6 for
right.
sure.
I wasn't saying the bottom.
Yeah.
For outside of Williston, if they get a victory and get to 8-10, and somehow Dickinson beats Jamestown at 8-10, then there's a tiebreaker there. So really, the only team that could slide up into that spot, I believe, is the Williston Coyotes could get into the 6th seed.
I think you're correct there. I think the Williston Legacy game on Saturday was a big game.
The Williston Jamestown game was a bigger game on Friday night.
Yes,
from Williston's perspective.
Yep, and then if Williston would have beat Legacy would have still had a chance to host a play-in game going up to Minot tonight with that tough test. So Legacy pulled that one off on Saturday. But yeah, so it's just a logjam in the middle, and you and I talked about it at lunch today. That day 2, that day 1 of the tournament with these 2 log jams on both the boys and the girls side, it's going to make for some unbelievable basketball and some really exciting basketball to see who advances, where the upsets fall. Just that Saturday is going to be jam-packed with good basketball games, 1 through 6 of them all on both sides of the table. So should be a fun one tonight. Obviously, Bismarck High would love to get into that 4-5 game and just have a good seed there and not have to fall to 6 and have that bigger challenge with even this. It'd probably be a rematch right here if they fell. So Bismarck High just got to keep playing hard tonight, see if they can get themselves into a good spot, and then let the chips fall where they may tonight after all the games are over.
Well, any way you look at it, no matter what you say, no matter how this thing ends up, next Saturday in the Bismarck Event Center, the playback round is going to be epic. It is going to be unbelievable on the boys and the girls side, particularly the girls side, because anybody can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. But just the way this has gone and how balanced those teams are, you got Minot, you got Century, you got Mandan. Those 3. But those teams can get beat. We've seen a lot of crazy things happen in the Bismarck Event Center, so it's going to be a fun week, and we're going to have all that for you.
And that's a lot of matchup issues too. Teams have different matchup problems with different teams. So
we'll have all that for you on the PSP Network. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network. Well, it's senior night tonight at Bismarck High School as a number of young ladies and young men will play their last game in Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight, and we're going to have it for you right here on the PSP Network. And Joe's, we take a look at these two teams. First of all, Century, the visitors, 17-4 overall, 13-4 in the West region, the number 5 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, and it's a team that, I mean, Joe, can you say they've been pretty consistent all year long? I mean, a tough loss up in Minot last Friday, but Minot was coming off their first loss against Mandan, and they were able to bounce back. And so Century now, they just got to come, practice up, regroup, and then come in and say, all right, we're going to go out, finish the season with a win, and then see what happens next week in the West region.
Yeah, I think you're right. They've been very consistent. Obviously, they've lost to Mandan and Minot, who are two very good teams. Went out to Jamestown and fell over there on the road. But for the most part, they've been extremely consistent, and they haven't been the same roster the whole year. Obviously, when they started the year out, Kaylee Wellstead and Kinley Thornton were just first-year players in the program, freshmen starting with big roles. They've really matured their games here getting into January and February, where they've taken a more ownership, especially on the offensive end. They lose Allison Volk halfway through the second half of the year.
And I think, Joe, if you look at that was a key loss for them, because this was a gal that was able to score the basketball for Nate Wellstead. And now other girls have stepped up, but if you throw Allison Volk into this mix, with that senior leadership, that's just one more body that's been through the war.
So I think you hit the nail on the head right there, too. Obviously, she can score and is a good player, but on top of that, she helped lead this team to the state title game last year, and in kind of a run nobody expected. So all that experience and all that scar tissue that she had, they're without that here going into the tournament. So they've had to find different things, and other people have had to step up, but they've been able to manage the storm, so to speak, and just really be one of the more consistent basketball teams. And I feel, personally, I think their offense has really improved in the last month. They're shooting it better. Wellstead looks so comfortable out there. Kinley Thornton starting to kind of get out of her a little bit of a freshman slump. She went in there for a couple games, and now she's back into her scoring ways and showing off that ability that everybody knows she has. So I think you hit it on the head. I think they've been so consistent, and I do think they've been improving even with the loss of Volk and having to figure out that whole thing on the fly.
Well, again, as we said, it is senior night here tonight for the Bismarck Demons. As you just saw, Cambry Newmiller being introduced. I was told by her mother earlier tonight that the two Newmiller gals are going to go and take their basketball playing abilities up to Bismarck State College.
Coach Harris.
And Coach Harris is, she told me that, well, they're going to get bigger and they're going to get stronger. I said, they're going to need to get bigger and stronger in that conference. Because that's just the way that conference is.
Yeah, no shock there. Coach Harris and Coach Newman, both the head coaches of the women's programs in town, are known for knocking out some local talent, and no shock there that Coach Harris wrapped up his backyard first.
Well, there you see Reagan Newmiller getting introduced. She is the last senior to be introduced on the floor on senior night here. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Do we have one more? No, we don't. We do have one more, and we'll stay here for that. As, this is how can I miss that? A key cog, Jordan Rude. A key cog to this Bismarck High girls program being introduced as she plays her last game in Carl Gard Gymnasium, and she's played a lot of them in here. And she's played a big role on this Bismarck High Demons girls basketball team. That would be a tough one for Billy Shetler to lose. But as you see your dad, Adam Rude, down there, former Bismarck High player as well. And there is your Bismarck High seniors. 5 of them. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 5 of them for Bismarck High. We'll take a timeout as our Valvoline Oil Change pregame show rolls out. We'll come back. We'll take a look inside the Bismarck Demons. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Scott Woodmansey, Joe Cattell with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Chuck Claremont taking the week off as the folks from the North Dakota Safety Council in town as he's doing his thing down at the Bismarck Event Center. But Chuck, or Todd, see, look at this, Chuck, Todd, Joe, yeah, it all runs together. You know, we talk about Bismarck High and their jockeying for position in the West Region Tournament, but you know, this is a team that Century's won the last 4 straight, 28 of the last 30 since 14 and 15. Century just won 62-49. So this is a Bismarck team that knows they've done it. They can knock off this Century team. This is a Bismarck High team, I think, tonight, too, that not only are they looking for a win for position in the West Region, but, boy, what a statement win it would be for them if they could knock off the Century Patriots here tonight.
Yeah, no question. They've had an interesting year. They're a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams that have big players, and obviously Rude's their cog in the middle, but those guards are hard to handle if you have a lot of speed on the floor, and they've also struggled against some other teams. And so, but I will say this, they are a team that's hard to go against because you never know who's going to be the go-to girl that night. I think they probably win the award for most different MVPs, Sport Clip MVPs every night, because it seems to be somebody different every night. So as far as scouting report goes, and I know Coach Wellstead loves a scouting report, it's just really hard. It's really hard to say we have to stop this and give up this, because that give up could be the one thing that gets you beat. And so it's just a really interesting team. It's a team that's got such good balance. And some, there's an old line from Jim Valvano. It goes, balance is a good thing unless they're all bad, right? Then, but this balance is different. They're all very solid players with a lot of experience that can all hit shots. They play extremely hard on the defensive end, and they just kind of all know their role. And when they get their opportunity, they step up and take advantage of it. And like you said, this is a team. These girls they were part of the team that went to the state championship game 2 years ago and upset everybody. They've been part of, they've done some success against Legacy. They've beat Century. Like, this team is no stranger to the big upset. And so I really expect them and their 5 seniors to show up tonight and really kind of make that statement, whether they win or lose, to make that statement that their season ain't close to being over, because I do think this is one of the more dangerous teams in the West.
I would agree with you, as you talked about. I mean, at any given night, any one of these young ladies can knock down shots. We've seen Izzy Dahl do it a number of nights. We've seen the New Miller girls do it.
Grace Newman is that big night.
We've seen Grace Newman. I mean, she just does everything for this Demon basketball team, and so it should be interesting
and
tonight.
Just to give you an example, that Grace Newman averages 9 a game, and she had 21 against Minot the first time they played, and just about beat them. Like, it's just anybody can do it for this team, and it's really interesting.
Averages 6.5 rebounds a game for this team.
And that's again going against Lily Bell. Like, it's a really interesting team, because I'm not sure there is the perfect scout for them. I think you just got to play them really well and hope for the best.
Well, we'll find out tonight if Nate Wellstead has got that scout in his bag, and we'll take another quick timeout. We'll come back. When we do, we'll look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Century Bismarck, the ladies, up next right here on the PSP Network.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Back at Carl Gard Gymnasium, there's a good look at the Century High coaching staff and that baby blue, bringing back that baby blue. I was a part of that baby blue back in the late 2000s. No, that would be the late 80s. But
late 2000s?
No, I'm just kidding, Joe. Here's our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys of the game, Joe, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to see your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today, 21-55. First of all, for the visitors, Joe, we put threes down there. That was your thought here tonight for Century.
Yeah, I just, the last time these two teams played, Century got off to such a good start. I think it was 8-0, then 12-2, and just really got off a good start with aggressiveness. But they also, Johnson knocked down a 3, Wellstead knocked down a 3. And I just think when they're shooting well, especially Wellstead, Thornton, Johnson, like they're very, very, very dangerous because now, it opens up so much stuff for the inside game for them as well. So I don't think they live and die by the 3, but when they're making threes, they're hard to beat.
And Joe, for the Demons, great key right there. Fast start.
Yeah, and it goes back to my last point. It's hard to get down early on a good team, right? You want to stay in the fight, have a chance, win every 5 minutes. And you just can't get down 12-2, 14-4. You just can't do that, and your momentum is all out of the room. Right now you got a packed house, your home gymnasium, 5 seniors starting. The place is going to be wild. I saw the ESPN student section there when I was walking onto the floor. Get this crowd involved early, get off to a hot start, and then just keep your foot on the gas the rest of the way and see if you can't hold on to the Bucking Bronco a little bit.
Those are another Plains Heating Air keys of the game. And, folks, we're going to have our national anthem for you as we do each and every time here on the PSP Network. Big thanks to all those servicemen and women, first responders, and all those folks that allow us to bring this coverage to you here from Carl Gard Gymnasium. Johnny Samuelson getting you all the shots here tonight. And, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Well, there you have it, our national anthem, and we are ready for basketball here tonight from Carl Gard Gymnasium. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Hey, if you're looking to watch that West Region tournament coming up next week, well, there you have it right there. Be sure to go get that full tournament pass so you can get the premier pass as well and watch all of it. Wall-to-wall coverage of high school basketball across the state of North Dakota. There you see the prices, $19.99 for the single day, $54.99 or $34.99 full tournament, $74.99. Go to www.psp.network and pick up that pass today. Starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. First of all, for the Century Patriots, to go like this. At one guard will be Kaylee Wellstead, 5'8", and a freshman. The other guard spot will be Addie Weigel. She's 5'6", and a senior. At one forward will be Kinley Thornton. She's 5'11", and a freshman. The other forward will be Abby Foslin, 5'10", and a senior. And in the middle will be a junior at 5'10", Olivia Klimpel. Their head coach is Nate Wellstead. For the home team on the scoreboard, well, it's senior night, and that's just exactly the way they are going to start the game here tonight. At one guard will be Camry Newmiller. She's 5'10", and a senior. The other guard will be Reagan Newmiller. She's 5'9", and a senior. At a forward spot will be Maddie Vanderlinden. She's 5'9", and a senior. At another forward spot will be Opal Sorensen. She's 5'10", and a senior. And in the middle will be Jordan Rude. She's 5'10", and a senior. It'll be Rude, Newmiller, Sorensen, and Vanderlinden for the Demons. It'll be Klippel, Weigel, Foslin, Thornton, and Wellstead for the Patriots. Demons coached by Bill Shetler in his 12th season. Well, thank you for tuning in to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Hey, they've been doing it for 25 years. The Lundins have great people up in the Magic City. Stay in your car drive-thru. You can find them in Minot and Bismarck. It's typically performed in 15 minutes or less. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And we are ready for basketball here tonight from Carlgard Gymnasium. As you might see there, we did have some difficulties in the early going as our score bot, sometimes electronics die, and, it wasn't a good time for it to die, and tonight it did. So on the fly, what do you do? Well, we've got something for you in the upper left-hand corner. We'll try to give you the score. I'll try to shout that out as much as I can, and we are underway as tip's going to be controlled by Century, and Klimpel has it quickly. Down the left side comes Kaylee Wellstead, and she turns and fires and scores the first hoop of the night. Century with the early lead.
Yeah, nice aggressive, just tip and score. Kaylee was head down, getting to the rim early.
Newmiller's going to work it up the floor for the Demons as into the front court comes Camry Newmiller. Here's Vanderlinden. Now they find Road down low, taken away there by Klimpel. Klimpel back the other way, dumps it off to Wellstead. Kaylee up the far side, drops it off to Addie Weigel. Now attacking Foslin. Oh, and Vanderlinden strips it away. She's going to lead the break. Pulls up and dumps it off to Reagan Newmiller. Here's Cambry with it. Cambry shot fake, puts the ball in the bounce. Drops it off Sorensen. Sorensen nowhere to go. Century in those baby blue uniforms with trimmed in the right. Ball poked away there. Wide open down low. Rude. Rude turns, fires, point blank range, and scores as Jordan Rude.
Real nice answer for Bismarck High there. Could have turned it over, were able to gather it and tie this game up early. Kind of dodged the bullet there on the first two possessions.
2-2-1 pressure applied now, and the Patriots break it into the hands of Abby Foslin, the senior leader on this team. Skip it right side to Addie Weigel. Now Weigel on the bounce. Now gets it Thornton between the rings. Kinley puts it on the floor, kicks in the corner. Foslin shot fake, goes baseline, works her way in, shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound, and it's taken away by Jordan Rude. She gets it off to Reagan Newmiller, up to Sorensen on the left wing. Skip past Cambry Newmiller on the right wing. She puts it on the floor, turns, nothing there. Good defense down low by Wellstead. Back out to Reagan Newmiller. Now Reagan on the bounce, out high to Rude.
Really impressed right now. Both teams being physical. Refs are letting them play a little bit. They know it's a big game for both squads.
Reagan turns and fires and scores as the shot clock was winding down. The Demons lead it by a deuce at 4-2.
Yeah, real tough shot there. Like you said, shot clock winding down. Got Newmiller the ball about 15 feet out. Little Dirk Nowitzki fade away and knocks it down.
Here's Wellstead on the dribble entry. Now gets it off. Weigel. Now Weigel out of the left corner for three. Sets, fires. That one rolls around. Rebound Foslin. The left-handed putback comes off. Ball tipped into the hands of Weigel. Finds Klimpel. She knifes through traffic and scores, does Olivia Klimpel.
Yeah, offensive rebounding is playing a part right now. Foslin wasn't able to convert on the last one. This time she was able to keep it alive long enough to help her teammate get a wide-open layup. They got to do a better job on the boards than they did the last time playing the Patriots.
We're tied at 4 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 15:08 left to go here. Opening half of play. Century and Bismarck High. Cambry Newmiller with it. They try to go down low. Vanderlinden turns, shot personally blocked there underneath and into the hands of Addie Weigel.
Yeah, Foslin did a great job of just being physical on that cut that time and keeping the ball out from being too close to the paint.
Thornton, top of the key, now goes Klimpel on the right wing. Short corner, they go to Wellstead. Kaylee in the paint, loses it. Got to go get it, kept it alive. Oh, she gathered it. Nice diagonal pass there. Klimpel gathers, goes up, misses the shot. But she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Well, she'll shoot 2 free throws, will Olivia Klimpel. Foul goes on. That one will go on Cambry Newmiller, her first, team's first.
Yeah, nice hot job there from Wellstead. Lost the handle, but kept playing, kept pushing to go get the basketball. Ended up getting the ball at the backside on Klimpel through the chaos and shot fake, and was able to gather and get the foul.
Grace Newman comes in. Izzy Dahl comes in for the Demons. Also in Tegan Schmidt in for Century. Oh, and she missed that one, did Klimpel.
I think Century wants to put a little pressure and get that into that press. So making that second free throw or making shots so they can get into that press is probably part of the game plan here.
Lakin Johnson in there as well. Grace Newman tried to save it, does into the hands of Klimpel. Here's a lead pass. Schmidt's got to run it now and saves it on the trail. Good hustle there by Lakin Johnson. Left-hander sets and fires, rolls off. Ball kept alive and run down there by Camry Newmiller.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle for every rebound, I think, for Bismarck High tonight. Like, Century is not afraid to send all 5 to the glass, and Bismarck High has to take advantage and go after that as well.
Reagan Newmiller gets it down deep on Tegan Schmidt, turns a step back and scores. Gives the Demons a 1-point lead at 6-5. Almost a takeaway there by Newman.
I think that's a great call.
Oh, yep. Wow. It's going to be an over and back violation against
she caught all
Century.
She caught it on the other side, and then when she went to take off, she stepped on the other side of the line. So she was fully on one side of the court before stepping back. So great call there by the trail official.
For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Here's Rude down low to Newman. Grace backs in, turns baseline, nifty move, turns and fires. Oh, what a move there by Grace Newman.
This is an ideal start right now for Bismarck High. 3 different players have scored. They got a little lead. Their pressure's working.
There's a steal by Newmiller. That's Cambry to Reagan. Here's Izzy Dahl, goes baseline left. Now finds Newman in the right corner. Now comes up high. Ooh, boy, they wanted an illegal screen on Rude, didn't get it. 3 comes off short, rebounded to Klimpel. Klimpel wants to run, lead pass Schmidt. Tegan thought about it. Oh, nice deliver there. Klimpel turns, and they're going to get Newmiller. Oh, boy, and they're going to get Newmiller on the foul.
Yeah, Klimpel just does a really good job. That time a give-and-go pass, ran right down the pipe. But she just does a good job of creating contact and angles, and that time Newmiller just wasn't able to get her length through Klimpel's physicality.
Klimpel will go back to the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water treatment and restoration. It's Serve Pro, and Olivia gets that one. 8-6, Demons by a deuce. Make it 1 as Klimpel got the roll, and it's 8-7, and Klimpel has got 5 of Century's 7. Here's Newman in the front court, now finds Izzy Dahl on the high left side. Jordan Rude looks down low, now attacks, spins, nowhere to go with it. Now back out high to Reagan Newmiller. Reagan on the bounce, picks it up. His sister Cambry.
Great defense from Wellstead on the perimeter, closing out to the 3 and then stopping the drive.
Ooh, almost got a tie up there. 1 to shoot. Rude's got to fire one, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. We can tell you also today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. It's Planet Pizza. They've been around for over 25 years. They have the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call them now, 701-852-1700. 8-7 our score, Demons by 1. Thornton breaks the pressure.
Both teams are really aggressive outside the perimeter right now. Who can get some post touches, who can keep getting those offensive rebounds?
Tegan Schmidt finds Wellstead. Wellstead gets doubled up. Now she's got nowhere to go. Now fires Schmidt. Schmidt catches, fires for 3. Bingo!
Bang. Talked about in the pregame, can people make shots for Century? That time they brought the double to Wellstead in the post, in the short post, and she was able to split the defense and get the skip to the wide open 3.
Her 13th 3 of the year for Tegan Schmidt, and Bill Shetler wants a timeout. It's the First National Bank and Trust timeout. We'll take one as well. 11:57 to go. Opening half of play. Century 10, Demons 8. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
First National Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Sorensen back in the ballgame for the Demons. She puts it on the floor. A little scoop to the hoop, falls down. Taken out of there by Wellstead. She turns and burns the other way. Kicks in the corner. Schmidt one more time. That one's short. Nope, I stand correct. Yeah, that was Tegan Schmidt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the push there from Wellstead. Got the rebound on the fly, got down the floor. Got a transition three, doesn't make it, but still a really good shot.
Briar Johnner in the ball game now. She has it. Looks down low to Sorensen. Poked away there by Thornton into the hands of Tegan Schmidt. Ooh, quick move there by Tegan. Here's Thornton with it. Now here's Wellstead, top of the key. She's going to pull for three. That one's off and run down there by Johnner of the Demons.
Another good shot, just not falling right now. It's 2 in a row. Bismarck High dodged a little bit of a bullet, giving up 2 wide open looks like that.
Century by a deuce. Here's Newman. Turns, scoop to the hoop. Oh, that one spins off, but Grace Newman's going to shoot 2.
Yeah, I really like that matchup right there for Bismarck High. Grace Newman, on the smaller player, Addie Weigel in the post. Grace is just really good with her footwork and physical, and that time was able to take advantage of it and get to the free throw line.
So Grace Newman to the Serve Pro free throw line. First one's up and good for Grace. 67% free throw shooter is Grace, and she will have one more.
Good start here from the first 7 minutes for Bismarck High, able to get their pressure going a little bit, able to get some buckets and play some defense as well. So I think both teams have kind of got off to a decent start that they're hoping to get.
Grace goes 1 for 2 as Century comes out with the rebound and Thornton attacks, dumps it down low. Schmidt, nowhere to go. Now comes back out and poked away by Johnner in the hands of Thornton. Out of the right corner, here's Weigel for 3. Bingo for Addie Weigel.
Yeah, just really good ball movement. That's the second time now they've been able to score off just getting to a loose ball faster than the Demons have. That time able to spin it around the arc and get a wide open 3.
Newman gets it deep on Fazan. Oh, falls away and scores, does Grace Newman. Took it coast to coast. Makes it 2-point lead. Newman with the turnover. Newman attacks, flips it up, scored, and won.
I don't think she made it. I think
she didn't?
Nope.
Take a look at that one on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Nope.
There you see the steal. It looked like it went in. Nope,
No.
it did not.
Yeah,
and
just, again, that pressure of Bismarck High is causing some issues right now. They're able to get into that trap, getting into that press. Century's trying to split it right now, and you got to be able to kind of move the ball quicker than that. So get that ball in the Wellstead's hands, try to break it with the pass, not so much with the dribble.
Newman makes the first one. She'll have one more as she can tie this at 13. Second one's up and good as Grace starting to come alive for the Demons, and we're tied at 13 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 10-13 left to go here opening half. Oh, Thornton was asleep there for a minute. Here's Addie Weigel, works in the front court. Now to Tegan Schmidt. Now Weigel. Here's Foslin. Guarded by Jordan Rude. Now they get it to Thornton. Thornton hounded by Johnner.
Yeah, great defense from Johnner. Thornton was trying to post up, and she ended up getting the ball at the perimeter.
Thornton, nifty shake and bake to the hoop, scored and won for Kinley Thornton.
There was nothing there for Kinley Thornton. She got a post touch at the three-point line and was able just to use her ball skills and her pivot to get an angle and get to the rim and get the and one.
And Thornton converts the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Century back up by 3. High post, they go to Grace Newman. She turns between the legs, now attacks on Thornton. Now drops off Johnner. Johnner in the paint, tough shot, rolls off. Rebound tipped by Klimpel, but run down by Grace Newman, the Demons, and a fresh shot clock for Bismarck High.
Yeah, Bismarck has to win those 50-50 balls that time. Grace gets them an extra possession.
Reagan Newmiller, top of the key, now comes off to Rude. Rude, Grace Newman. Newman earns it, Johnner in the right wing.
If anybody had plans on coming to the guys' game, you might want to get here pretty soon. Because it's already standing around the balcony right now, and we're going to have some people on our lap, I think, pretty soon, Scotty.
No, we're not. Kinley Thornton gets her second personal foul, and that'll be the third team foul on the on the Patriots, so she will have to sit down. Lakin Johnson comes in the ballgame now for Century.
These extra possessions are so valuable.
Straightaway 3 by Cambry Newmiller comes off. That was Reagan Newmiller, I stand corrected. What happened there?
24. Oh,
it'd be a push-off.
Reagan did something after the play on the box out, and he's going to get her second one, kind of an unnecessary one. Hopefully that one doesn't come back to haunt her. She will have to go to the bench here with 2 fouls with 9 to go. See if how long that lasts for Coach Shetler.
Wellstead splitting traffic there, drops it off in the corner to Weigel. Now back out to Wellstead. Wellstead stop and go move, and once again with the left hand gets down low, nowhere to go. Now finds Foslin. She's been quiet. Abby in the paint. No, she's got nowhere to go. Now to Lakin Johnson.
Yeah, just really good defense from Bismarck High. Just not able to guard for the full shot clock that time, fouling with 4 left. Did a great job of kind of closing the door 2 times on the drive. That time just a late foul late in the shot clock.
Substitution coming in now. Inbound to Foslin. Abby backs down, turns, flips one up. That one's too strong, wide right.
I think that's just a little bit of a frustration shot
yep,
there.
I would agree with you 100%, Joe.
Hasn't got a good look yet. She may have had one on the offensive rebound, didn't make it. She's just kind of trying to hunt for one right now.
Rude down low. That one goes up, comes off into the hands of Klimple. She tips it into the hands of Foslin. Almost another takeaway, and Wellstead gathers. Kaylee now finds Klimple on the trail. Olivia spins. Kicks it back, Foslin, left side 3 on the way, bingo!
Yeah, that could probably get her going there. Century's got to be careful against this press. They've had 2 or 3 times, but it looks like they're going to throw it to the other team. Got to sharpen up that press break just a little bit.
Century by 6 at 19-13, and the ball goes out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Over 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn the degree for the career you desire, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you.
Just to go back to our pregame, right now 3 3-pointers for Century is pretty much the difference in this ball game. They've been able to knock it down from the arc.
Izzy Dahl's 3 comes up short, and back comes Century in the hands of Wellstead. There's Foslin now. Kicks it left wing. Thornton fires for 3. That one rolls in and out, and the weak side rebound comes down to Morgan Delzer in the ball game for Bismarck High. Attacking is Cambry Newmiller. Angles in the paint. Kicks it out high. Izzy Dahl. Now back to Cambry Newmiller. 3 comes off. Rebound run down there by Lakin Johnson. She drops it off to Kinley Thornton.
I think that's the first clean look Bismarck High's got from behind the arc. That drive really helped create some space for Newmiller.
Thornton goes baseline, throws up, score it! Are they going to count it?
I would assume so. Yep.
Yes, they are. There you'll see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay as a nifty move there by Kinley Thornton.
I don't always love assuming so, but that looked like it was pretty close there. And Kinley Thornton, again, kind of creating something out of nothing. There wasn't much there for her to go by. Just was able to get an angle and get to the rim and get her second and 1 of the game. She now has 6.
That's a 6-team foul on Bismarck High with 6:49 left to go here in the opening half. Century leads it by 9 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's a takeaway by Foslin. Foslin, Delzer with her. Foslin left-handed layup, up and good.
Yeah, Thornton and Foslin have been salivating for that pass. They've tried to steal it 2 or 3 times. That time Foslin gets it done.
First International Bank adjust timeout on the floor, 6:35 to go. Opening half, Century 24, Demons 13. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
All right, reminder, we'll have our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report coming up. Jerome's Collision Center, accidents happen. They've been doing it for since 1975. Give them a call, 701-852-5126. Schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is our specialty. We value you and your car. Well, the Demons have it out of the timeout. Johnner controls and hands it off to Delzer between the rings.
Talked about BHS's great balance they've had this year, but tonight's a little different story. Only three different players have scored in this game so far. Just not getting shots from everybody right now.
Yeah, Delzer misses one from point-blank range. That was in and out. Nice pass. Klippel, shot fake goes up. Ooh, she missed it. Went too quick. And run down there by Lake and Johnson into the hands of Thornton. Skip cross court to Fosland.
Another 50-50 ball won by the Patriots.
And turning and attacking was Klippel, but they're going to say Johnner is going to get called for the foul, and that's going to be 3 on Johnner, and that's going to be a bonus situation now for Century as Klippel will go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Her team leads by 11 at 24-13 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, that's probably if Klippel ends up scoring one of these free throws, or this free throw, she does. That's probably the 4th time so far in the offensive end where they've chased down an offensive rebound that was bouncing or a turnover that was bouncing. They were able to get to the ball first and turn it into scoring plays. Big stat there to keep an eye on if they can continue doing that.
Klippel goes 1 for 2, and Century leads it by 12. Here's Reagan Newmiller, now goes to Cambry. Cambry, shot fake, now drops it off to Reagan. Reagan in the paint, nowhere to go with it. Opal Sorensen in the ball game, top of the key, now left wing to Newmiller. That's Reagan on the bounce. Reverse layup. Oh, up and good. Nifty move there by Reagan Newmiller.
Yeah, really nice take there from Reagan. Under control, takes it baseline, keeps defender on her hip, uses the backboard to help her from the block shot.
Thornton on the left corner for 3. That was in and out, and rebounded Delzer of the Demons. Front court to Cambry Newmiller. Down low, Sorensen, nowhere to go. Out high to Reagan. Nope, that's Cambry with it. I stand corrected.
Good poke away there by Wellstead. She dug in on the post and was able to tip it out of there.
Find Newman in the post, reverse layup, no good, and rebound pulled out of there by Thornton. Thornton comes back the other way, gets it off to Wellstead. Ooh, Lakin Johnson, the left-hander, fires.
Kind of fall in love with the 3 right now. That's 2 quick ones, Thornton and Johnson.
From the Demon bench, and that one comes off, and back come the Demons.
Like I said, they don't have to live and die by the 3. Make them when the opportunity strikes.
Here's Newman. She turns and heads downhill on Thornton. Jabs, turns, and fires. That one rolls off. Boy, they can't get anything to go.
That touched 8 points of the hoop.
Here's Fosland, goes baseline on Sorensen. Turns and fires, comes off. Weak side rebound to Grace Newman. Wellstead takes it away. Nice dump pass. Klippel, left-hand layup up and good.
Yeah, Wellstead just wanted that basketball more and was able to go take it with 2 hands and find Klippel running the left side for the wide-open layup. 12-point lead. This is kind of danger zone right here for Bismarck High. They haven't scored in a long time.
Sorensen now at the left elbow. Now gets it out high to Reagan Newmiller. Here's a 3. Oh, and she answers the bell, does Reagan Newmiller.
Yeah, senior night for Reagan Miller, and she showed up. She's got 9 points right now. The last 5 keeping her team in this fight.
27-18. Lakin Johnson in the left corner now goes down. Klippel on the block. Doubled up there is she. Oh, Lakin Johnson, straightaway 3, bingo! Yeah. Lakin Johnson.
Such a good just offensive basketball there. Touch the post, inside out, extra pass. Those are the 3s that can help you win basketball games right there.
Cambry Newman on the bounce. Sorensen down low, Newman. Newman in the paint, now doubled up, jump ball. It's going to be possession of Bismarck High. Today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located in South Broadway in Monmouth, open Monday through Friday, 8:37 and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. UPS store is located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your shipping and packing needs. That is the UPS store. Newman will trigger it inbounds for the Demons. She better get it in. Ooh, and ball poked away. Today's game also brought to you in part by BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Tie up underneath, jump ball, and this one's going to Century.
Yeah, they've turned their back to Century's defenders a few times. Wellstead's gotten a steal that way. Foslin with a steal that time. Got to be strong with the ball if you're going to turn your back to defenders.
So Foslin will inbound, and Wellstead's going to work it up against that token pressure. Now she gets right in. Oh, a little teardrop in the lane, rolls off. Klippel trying to keep it alive, does so. Gets it off. Foslin top of the key. Jump stop in the paint. Nice bounce pass there. Attacking Wellstead. Scored and won.
Yeah, really.
Oh, my. What a play there.
Yeah, two good.
By the Patriots.
3 good plays in a row, right? You get the offensive rebound, which has been killer right now for the Demons. Foslin gets a 2-footed jump stop in the paint and pivots, and Wellstead never stops moving, ends up back cutting her player and getting all the way to the rim for the layup and a chance for an and one, which she didn't convert.
Yep, she missed that one. So Century extends their lead to 32-18 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Oh, nice move there by Opal Sorensen.
Yeah, good to see somebody else kind of getting the scoring column. They need to start getting that balance back. They need to kind of get away from being one-dimensional.
Yeah, and this is what happens with Bismarck High sometimes. They can either get 5 or 6 gals in it, or they just have 3, and we're going to have First International Bank and Trust time on the floor. 2:17 to go, opening half. Century 32, Bismarck High 20. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Oh, there's a good look at the Bismarck High bench. Bill Shetler, Rich Hovland, longtime coach in the Bismarck Mandan area, as trying to get things figured out here as his team trails it by 12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
I know the obvious thing is like score the ball more, right? But the other problem when you're not scoring is they're not able to get into that press that's so effective. And so just finding ways to score, stop giving up offensive rebounds, because right now that's becoming an issue.
Century is just tenacious on those loose balls. Here's Tegan Schmidt now to Wellstead, now back to Schmidt. Now up high they go to Klippel. Klippel, she's going to fire a high right side 3. That one's going to come with Foslin. Runs the rebound on, attacks left hand up and good. Oh, what a play by Abby Foslin.
Right now there's no one to blame besides just Bismarck High rebounding the ball. I think this thing's only probably a 4 or 5 point game without all these second chance points Bismarck High's getting, and they're just straight out beating them to loose balls. Got to figure that out quickly.
Sorensen gets it off to Cambry Newmiller, now to Rude. 7 to shoot. Sorensen gets in the paint. Turns, she's got to throw one up, does. Too strong, rebound to Klippel. Turns and burns. Up the near side, here comes Foslin. Foslin sees part, layup, missed it. And Rude comes out of there with it for the Demons.
Yeah, really nice job by Addie Weigel spreading the defense out and getting herself to the corner. Defense went with her and parted the seas for Foslin, just not able to finish the right-handed layup.
Grace Newman has it taken away by Kaylee Wellstead. Wellstead on the other end, layup got it.
Yeah, she is a ball hawk. She sees anything exposed, she's going to go after that thing nose first, and doesn't care if she comes out with a black eye or not, and she went right after that basketball and got another clean steal.
16-point lead for the Demons, or for the Patriots. Izzy Dahl turns. Her shot comes off short into the hands of Wellstead. Century wants to run. Wellstead right down Broadway, leaves it for Foslin on the trail.
Looks like they're going to hold it for one.
Yeah.
Take this lead into halftime.
And Wellstead comes back out and gets it, and
it's nice when you can just yell at your daughter to pull it out, right? Like, so at least maybe this is probably the only place Coach Wellstead, she listens to Coach.
Foslin going to attack on Sorensen, goes right by Opal. Reverse layup up and good for Abby Foslin. Oh, Century has got things rolling here tonight.
Awesome
right now.
Play design there. They looked like they were going to set a 3 up for Wellstead and cleared out the baseline drive for Foslin.
Abby Foslin goes baseline and converts, and that's going to take us to our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report at the break. On a BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Century 38, at Eamon's 20. We'll be back with a Jerome's Collision Center intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Oh, there's a good look at some students in attendance tonight. As Joe mentioned, if you're thinking about coming to this one, you better get here in a hurry as this thing is starting to get full as the Demons trail by 18 at the break, 38-20. And also, we want to remind you folks, lots going on the PSP network today. Not tomorrow. The rest of the week, we'll get you to that. But there's a look. West Region basketball tournament highlights all those tournament coming up next week from the Bismarck Event Center. $19.99 single day, full tournament $34.99 and $74.99. The Premier Pass gets you access to all live games. You can find that at www.psp.network. Excuse me, Joe. Well, Joe, you talked about a fast start for Bismarck High, and they were toe-to-toe with them for a while, but then Century was just out hustling in that first half to get the loose balls, which creates extra shots.
Yeah, no question. And I think they're also backbreakers and momentum breakers, right? You play so hard defense for 20 seconds, you're pressing, you're doing all that stuff, and you give up a long rebound, you get beat to it, and they just get a layup or a free throw or an open three because of it. It's just a heartbreaking thing because you know how hard it took you to get that first stop and then not able to even get yourself in front of the second one. So they got to clean that up. I still think they're in this fight, but this crowd isn't in it right now. They got to do something to get these people on their feet a little bit and start cheering for the Demons.
While you're listening to our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report, accidents happen, it's part of life. At Jerome's, our goal is to help get your car and your life back on the road, both literally and metaphorically. It's a goal that forces you to do more than fix your vehicle. We've been doing it since 1975. Call us at 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is our specialty. We value you and your car. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Joel will have the first half numbers. Century leads it 38-20. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to... Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. And watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
$38-20, Century leads it. For a look at the first half individual numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, the home team Demons trailed by 18 in the first half. They had 4 players scored, led in scoring by 9 points from Regan Newmiller, 7 points from Grace Newman, and 2 apiece for Jordan Rude and Opal Sorensen. They knocked down 1 3-pointer and were 3 for 4 from the free throw line. For the Century Patriots, they lead by the same 18 points. A lot more balance on the Patriots side. 7 different players scored in that first half, led by Abby Foslin's 9 points, 8 points from Olivia. That was Scott, if you didn't know. Let's go back there. 7 players scored for the Century Patriots, led by the 9 points of Abby Foslin, 8 from Olivia Klimple. They got 6 apiece from Wellstead and Thornton, and 3 apiece, all knocking down a 3-pointer, were Schmidt, Johnson, and Weigel. 4 3-pointers made for the Patriots in the first half, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. So as far as stats go, Century is winning the offensive rebounding battle. They're knocking down more threes, and they've made more free throws than the other team has attempted. All equals a big lead at halftime.
Yeah, it certainly does. Century, that 18-point lead. Want to thank you for tuning in on Jerome's Collision Center Intermission Report. Sure to call them today. Schedule your collision repair at their service, 701-852-5126. They value you and your car, Jerome's Collision Center. As we turn our attention now to the final 18 of this one. As the Demons will have the ball to start the second half.
All the stars are out tonight. Even Jeff Doctor's in the building.
There's Grace Newman with it. Now gets it off to Dahl. Dahl on the bounce, drops it down low. Newman fall away shot comes off. Ball tipped into the hands of Wellstead.
Yeah, great help side defense that time for the Patriots, kind of closing that back cut off, that roll off.
Finds Foslin, and Foslin has it poked away by, I think Izzy Dahl got a hand in there and poked that one away. Back comes Newmiller for the Demons. That was Reagan, drops it off to Newman. Now here's Cambry with it, high right side. Now skips it to Reagan. Reagan turns the corner, goes baseline, leans in, has it stuffed away by Wellstead into the hands of Foslin.
Patriots are doing a great job of closing out, taking away the three-pointer from the Demons right now.
Here's Addie Weigel. Now Foslin with it. Up high they go Wellstead. Now Addie Weigel dumps it down low. Thornton faces up. Goes baseline. Spins. Doubled up there. And we're going to get a foul on the delivery there.
I haven't seen the Patriots play for a week or two, but this is as much as I've seen Thornton posting up as I have in any of the games prior. Maybe a new little wrinkle they're adding to the repertoire here getting ready for tournament time.
That one went on Jordan Rude, her second. Demons first of the half. Wellstead has it poked away and out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce, true North Dakota original, created and bottled right here in North Dakota. This premium barbecue sauce is perfect for anything from ribs to burgers and veggies. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fare. Bones Barbecue Sauce. I got some for you, Joe.
Did you finally get some?
I got some. I got some for you. I got some for Chuck. I got some for Todd. Got some for the boys.
I love it.
So you do a little enough whining on the PSP network. And
you are their celebrity endorser. It's about time they get you some stuff.
Here's Izzy Dahl, top of the key. She's going to fire for three. Ooh, that was wide right. That came off violently. Baseball pass.
Whoa, just as violent.
Yeah, that's kind of where you go, dad to daughter. What are you doing?
Carson Wentz just overthrew all of his wide receivers on that one.
Back comes Newmiller with it for enters at high post to Newman.
They really made that high post pass hard tonight, kind of getting them out of their rhythm of their offense.
Oh, Jordan Rude in the paint turns and scores from mid-range for Jordan Rude. She's got 4.
Real good deep seal there from Jordan Rude, getting herself right at the rim and being able to turn and score it easily.
Thornton dump pass. Wellstead steps in from the three-point line. That one rolls around, comes off. Good positioning there by Grace Newman.
Better rebounding early in this half from Bismarck High, really concentrating on getting that one-and-done stop.
Grace dumps it off to Izzy Dahl. Now back out high. They go to Jordan Rude. Rude, ooh, boy, turns, creates contact on Klimpel. That one comes off, and Klimpel gathers it. She's going to play point guard as Olivia. Dumps it off on the right wing to Foslin. Jump stop, skip. Extra pass, Thornton, 3. Bingo.
Bang. They are so dangerous on that extra pass. That just a super unselfish basketball. There was an open 3 in the corner, but they gave it up for a better one. Kinley Thornton knocks it down.
That was a flashlight jumper there from 3. Dahl in the paint, turns. That one comes off. Klimpel the rebound. Dumps it off to Thornton. Now she hands it off to the other freshman in Wellstead. Now Foslin surveys on the right wing, looking for something to create. Now they find Thornton. Now around the wheel they go. In the left corner they go to Addie Weigel.
Century completely okay with running a lot of clock and getting a good shot late.
Thornton on the baseline finds Klimpel. Extra pass. Foslin right side 3 and another one.
Let it rain, Century Patriots. That's their 6th 3 of the game, and they've knocked down some really good inside out and extra pass looks tonight.
Century by 22 with 14.5 to go. Camry Newmiller's three comes off short, ball's loose, jump ball tie up, and possession arrow favors the Century Patriots. Today's game also brought to you in part by Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. Farstead Oil. Century's got them doubled up. And Wellstead off the left elbow finds Lakin Johnson in the ball game. Down the corner they go Thornton. Thornton baseline uses her, got scored and one with the left hand. Oh, man, Thornton, that's her third one of the night.
Yeah, she's really showing some skill on that reverse pivot on the sideline, getting to that sweep, getting to the baseline quickly, getting defender on her hip, and just showing that strength to finish through all contact.
And Thornton finishes the three-point play, and that foul goes on.
Yeah, she's had
Camry Newmiller, her second.
3 3-point plays and knocked down a 3 for 12 points tonight for Kinley Thornton.
Sorensen out near the timeline now gets it off to Rude. Briar Johnner trying to create in the paint. Nowhere to go, tied up, step through and falls down, and that's going to be a suitcase violation. We'll go back the other way. 47-22, the boys to follow this one, and folks are anticipating that one. Number 1 versus number 2, and by the way, most of you should know who number 1 is. That has switched.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Hopefully we'll have enough time in our pregame show to touch on that as Wellstead jabs right, now just keeps it, throws it on the wing to Johnson, now comes up high to Thornton. Thornton's going to attack again, fall away on the baseline, too strong and out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Century. 4 to shoot for the Patriots, as indicated there, as you saw by their head coach Nate Wellstead, holding up the 4 fingers. Vanderlinden going to come in for Bismarck High. Rude's going to sit down. Wellstead finds Klimple. Oh, reverse layup is up and good, boy.
That is a big-time play from Klimple. She had to absolutely grind for that post position. Great job of getting her foot over the defender's foot and just sealing and then making it a really difficult layup.
Well, you could say so far, Joe, this is a pretty good bounce-back game for Century after that
yeah, I think they're
loss
doing
to
okay.
Minot.
I think they're doing okay right now. They 11 points, 11-2 right now here in the second half. Just making a really good run, and they finished the second half on a big run, too, or the first half on a big run, too. So
Wellstead blocks it and takes it away from Grace Newman. Nice pass there. Klimple layup, got it. Oh, my. What a dime by Kaylee Wellstead, as we've got a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor, and we're going to take you to break with that one as
she's
Thornton.
A star.
51-22. Century leads it back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Only at Qdoba.
Kaylee Wellstead, a block, a steal, an assist, and a finish for Klimple.
When I got out of coaching, I helped a good friend of mine coach his sixth grade boys travel basketball team, and our best player was Kaylee Wellstead. She played with the boys that winter, and we had 7 players, and Kaylee never came off the floor. She was our best player at sixth grade boys hoops.
By no means am I surprised. The runner by Reagan Newman comes off. Klimple the rebound. Foslin in the paint. Step through, blocking foul called, and we're going to shoot 2, and that one's going to go against Opal Sorensen of the Demons. Her first, third team foul, and to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Abby Foslin. Free throw is up and good.
Got to find a little pride here if you're Bismarck High. You're at that 30-point number, your last home game. You do not want to finish your high school career in this gym with a running clock. You got to find something here, and quick.
53-22, Century by 31. Vanderlinden looks down low to a cutting Reagan Newmiller. Now she gets it. Now ball poked away into the hands of Thornton. 2-on-1. Tegan Schmidt gathers, fakes, layup, no good. Follow, Klimple, missed it. Gets the board, the putback, missed it again. Fires it out. Lakin Johnson, left-hander, fires, bingo. Oh, wow.
And it's just been over and over again. Offensive rebound, kick-out threes, or a loose ball, kick-out three, extra pass. Century has made every one of those good-looking threes tonight.
Century is just having their way right now with the Bismarck Demons, and we can tell you that today's game is also brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealerships. At Ryan Dealerships, a commitment and respect for their customers is strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot Williston or shop online at driveryan.com. Wellstead back in the ball game now, dumps it off. Addie Weigel, now here's Klimple. Klimple in the corner. Johnson one more time. That one's short. And the rebound comes down to the Demons.
Yeah, that was a good look there. Another inside-out kick. Just didn't get that one to fall. Again, this run right now, it's 18-2 run that Century is on here in the first 7 minutes of the second half.
Foslin finds Klimple on the trail. Now Weigel hands off to Wellstead. Now Foslin. Here's Klimple. Now back to Foslin. 9 to shoot. Now they got to get in the offense. Now Foslin's going to attack. Spins. Gets in the paint. Left-handed shot up and good. Pretty spin move there by Abby Foslin.
Yeah, she's so good at just keeping her dribble, keeping her pivot. No double came. She's able just to get the angle she needed to make that left-handed layup.
Boy, what a career that young lady's had at Century. High post Newman, but they're going to get Foslin for the reach in. 58-22. Jumps, forced shot there by Cambry Newmiller, goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Bismarck High.
Yeah, good defense again. Just straight up and down was Klimple on that one, and Newmiller had nowhere to go and ended up kind of just tossing it out of bounds.
There's Foslin now with it. Foslin. Weigel's got to run it down. Klimple faces up on Rude, now attacks, backs down, spins. Oh, and Jordan Rude with a big block there. Here's Wellstead for 3. Why not?
Why not is correct. Kaylee
Welcome to the
Wellstead.
party, Kaylee.
Yeah, might as well make another 3. That's their 4th 3 of this half. They have 8 on the game. Starting to feel a little like Notre Dame in this stuff when the keys to the game work out so well.
Izzy Dahl gets fouled down low. Klimple gets called for her first personal foul, second team foul. So to the Serve Pro free throw line goes Izzy Dahl. Free throw is up and good for Izzy. She's their Izzy Dahl's their leading scorer, and that's her first point of the night for.
It's been a struggle. She's just the 5th player for Bismarck High to score. Nobody has more than 9 points in this game.
Dahl gets them both. Just 4 points for the Demons in this second half thus far with 9.5 to play. Thornton, why not?
Oh, boy.
Thornton from North Bismarck.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The freshmen are showing up right now between Wellstead and Thornton, and Schmidt's even got into the game with a 3-pointer of her own. So Century Patriots are showing off that youth movement right now.
It's a 40-point lead for Century. And in the paint goes Cambry Newmiller. She turns with the left hand and scores it.
Her first bucket of the game as well. And we are in running clock zone now.
This we
should
are.
be a pretty quick 9 minutes.
Foslin Up high, they go to Wellstead. Wellstead jabs, step back, 2 on the way, rattles it. Boy, I tell you what, there's some things you just don't teach in girls basketball, and that's one of them.
I mean, she just knocked down a 3, so you got to respect that. She's really good with the ball skills, getting to the rim, and then she's just going to step back on you, too, and knock it down. It's just, she is a special one, and we get to witness it for a few more years.
Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters, or online at shotscrossroads.com. Here's Rude from about 14. It's up and good for Jordan Rude.
Yeah, good play there. Just a nice little ball screen. Jordan gets to her spot, knocks down the free throw line jumper.
In the ball game now for Alexa Johnson in there now. Here's Thornton off a screen from Wellstead. Wellstead gets it back. Ball's loose, taken away by Newman. And then poked away there by Wellstead, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good little battle there. Kaylee's got the best of Grace a few times. That time Grace gets a little revenge and takes one right out of Kaylee's hands.
Also have our Spas Etc. move the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in a Spas Etc. You'll find a massive inventory and next level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa sauna game for your rec room at Spas Etc. Here's a steal and a finish on the other end by Wellstead.
Yeah, that's just a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 fast break. The drill you start your season with, just getting your team out running and passing in transition, and Wellstead finishes it clean on the left side.
Grace Newman on the other end misses the finger roll, and rebound to Klimpel. Lead pass up the left side to Wellstead. Dumps it in the corner. Lexa Johnson now back to Wellstead.
Going to take their time again here, run a little more clock.
68-28. Here's Thornton, goes baseline, spins, double up there. Now errant pass is taken away. In the ball game now for Bismarck High, that's Delaney Lawson. Here's a 3 from the left wing, is up and good for Camry Newmiller, and we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout. We'll take one as well. 6:43 to go. Century 68, Bismarck High 31. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This page isn't a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Johnny Samuelson getting that good shot there of Nate Wellstead and his squad in those baby blue unis. As also, hey, a good job by Johnny Samuelson as time was winding down to game time and we had the scoreboard malfunction, but guess what?
Survive in advance,
Survive in advance. When the master calls you Johnny Haugen, talking to Johnny Samuelson, they get her figured out.
Yeah.
So we'll get that fixed, and we promise next with WDA we will have that scoreboard for you. Subs in the ballgame now for Century. In there is Lakin Wolf. Here's a 3 by Thornton, another one.
Thornton knocks down another one. That's her third 3 of the second half, third 3 of the game.
Lakin Wolf getting some run time. They go high post Sorensen. Here's a takeaway. Thornton grabs the takeaway. Thornton foot race, layup, got it.
What a second half for her. 6 in the first half. She's got 14 in the second half. 20 points tonight for Kinley Thornton, averaging just 10 points a game.
Ball poked away there by Lakin Wolf, out of bounds. And now here comes some more subs in for Century.
That'll be Kinley Thornton's night.
Becca Cowan's in the ball game, also in there. Bella Martell.
Lakin Wolf.
Christina Meyerchin in the ball game.
My kid's favorite babysitter, Lakin Wolf. She just lets them do whatever they want, so that's why.
Ball goes out of bounds as also in the ball game for Century is Alexa Johnson. Oh, here's a steal by Alexa. Alexa on the other end. Attacks, goes up and scores. Does Alexa Johnson.
My good friend in the green and gold is in the crowd tonight.
Oh, yeah, Coach Richmond in the house. Wonder why he's here.
I hope he doesn't stand up in front of you the whole time. You won't be able to see a thing.
That makes two of us. 75-31. It's all Century. And I think that Bill Shetler's going to let the seniors play this one out
or at least let them have a few minutes and then give them a round of applause.
Oh, Newmiller from North Walmart.
Yeah, Newmiller now has 12 in the game. That's her second three-pointer of the night.
Reagan with 12. Here's Alexa Johnson, spins, shot fake. Now to Lakin Wolf. Lakin now comes up high. That's Becca Cowens with it. No, I stand corrected. That's Meyerchin with it. Now Cowens has it. Now Meyerchin. Now back to Lakin Wolf. 2 to shoot. Lakin shot fake, throws one up. That one comes up. If that would have went in, Joe, that would have just sealed the evening. Save.
Another hustle play.
And a hustle play there, and Martell scores.
Yeah, they come off the bench and they chase down loose balls and able to get another wide open layup. Great defense for the Demons, just not able to secure the first rebound.
77-34. There's Alexa Johnson with the steal. Can't gather it. Have trouble with the handles there. Now it goes down low. And a poke away out of bounds.
They're really getting your names deep in the roster here for you.
Yeah, in the ball game now. That is Avery Granley. Jordan Rude, all the seniors in there for Bismarck High. There's a shot up off the window.
Nice bucket.
For Becca Cowens.
Yeah, good bucket there from Becca. She's able to get all the way to her right hand and a little teardrop off the glass for a nice bucket in this ball game. Looks like the seniors are going to get their standing O as they walk off the court here.
Yep. Yep, and a line change for the Demons as the seniors.
Not the way they wanted to finish, but great career in this building from all 5 of those young ladies.
Yep, what a great career they've had here at Bismarck High, the 5 seniors. Here's Meyerchin with it. Johnner in the ball game now. Also Dahl in the ball game. And the ball goes out of bounds. One more. Becca Cowens comes in. Alexa Johnson will go out. On the bounce there, that's Lakin Wolf. Now gets it off. Becca Cowens throws one up, comes off. Saved by Johnner. Goes off Cowens' foot, goes out of bounds. Alexa Johnson comes in. Well, Century's going to finish 18-4 and 14-4 in the conference. The Demons, well, they will be 12-8 and 9-9 in the conference. And they will see what happens and where they will be next week. Ooh, nice shot there. Up and good by Morgan Delzer. Meyerchin up high. Here's Lakin Wolf now. Alexa Johnson inside to Martell. Meyerchin. Becca Cowens attacks. Tried to find Martell. Loose ball picked up by Meyerchin. There's a 3. Ooh, that was in and out there by Lakin Wolf. Runner by Johnner comes off, and now Century, I think, is just going to bounce this out. And that's exactly what they are going to do. As Century will bounce this out, and they're going to win this one here by a score of 79-36, and that will take us into our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report as a impressive performance by the Century Patriots. Joe's made his way down to the playing floor. He'll talk with Nate Wellstead and the player. As now we can take you into our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters, are online at shotscrossroads.com. And planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. Joe Cattell is down on the floor right now. Let's go down courtside and Joe. Joe, take it away.
Hard to see him up there in the dark. Coach, last game of the regular season, kind of a battle back and forth there for the first 8 minutes. What switch flipped at the 10-minute mark there in the first half?
You know, we made some outside shots. Early on, we didn't hit a whole lot of them, and, you know, you start making some threes, and it looks easy. So we got to continue to shoot it well.
I thought you guys really chased down 50-50 balls and offense to rebound really well. They could guard you the first 20, but that second effort that you guys were putting out there just seemed to kind of be the backbreaker.
You know, that's expected. You know, our girls, they got to win those things. We don't have the height. You know, we give up a lot of other things. So we got to win 50-50 balls, and we got to go and defend, and we got to make some plays. So.
What have you learned the most about your team the last couple of weeks? Obviously, you've had some of the top teams. Now the regular season's over. What do you know about your team going into next week?
You know, I just really like coaching them. You know, because they continue to get better. They're learning. You know, when we have setbacks, they embrace it and they want to get better. So fun group to be around, and a team I'm excited to go into the tournament with.
Helps to have a freshman point guard that happens to be your daughter too, right?
Yeah, I don't mind having her with the ball.
Awesome, thanks, Coach. Come on over, Kaylee. I might have mentioned at one time that you're the best boys basketball player in 6th grade your basketball when I was back coaching you back in the day. So hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, I mean.
You guys were going back and forth up until about the 10-minute mark of the first half, and then you guys just a switch flipped. What was it that you guys found, what you guys saw that was able to kind of get that thing stretched out to such a big lead?
I mean, you can't win basketball in the first 4 minutes of the game. It's a whole game, and that's really, you just got to put a full game together and just keep building up until, like, you just get on a roll, and then once you get on that roll, you got to stay consistent with it and just keep pushing.
One thing I thought, I just talked to Coach about, you guys won a lot of 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds, and then you were able to make plays after that. Is that something you guys talk about, stress, or just something that happens because of the way you play?
Yeah, just toughness to go get those balls and make those extra plays to get another possession, and then you can use those to help you get more possessions, which makes the game better for when you're securing the ball and just getting those good shots then after that.
So first season of varsity, you and Kinley have been gone through the whole gauntlet of the regular season. Where are you right now with your confidence level, and you maybe even speak for Kinley too, going into next week's and your first WDA?
I mean, it should be fun. Like, we have had a good regular season. We have a great squad here behind us that can help us keep pushing forward, and as a team, we hope to keep moving and getting better and doing our best here for the rest of the season.
Awesome, congrats. Have a good one. Appreciate it, Scott. Back to you.
All right, Joe Cattell, there you have it. As it was a Wellstead family interview as our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame report. And Joe, it was a clinic in that one by the Century Patriots. And I guess what a way to go into the West Region tournament for Century.
Yeah, not what any of us expected coming into this night. Bismarck High senior night, sold out crowd. And Century was just really good at the end of the day. They played probably their best basketball here in the last night of the WDA regular season.
Well, you listen to our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisor is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit online at planningteam.com, and Shots Crossroads get filled up under the list menu that include the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. For a look at the final game numbers, here's Joe Cattell.
Yeah, tonight the Century Patriots dominated from pretty much the last 30 minutes of this game, winning 79-34. Second half, they won 41-14. Just an outright amazing performance tonight for the Patriots. For the Bismarck Demons, they had 6 girls score tonight. They led tonight by Reagan Newmiller's 12 points, knocking down 2 3-pointers. They got 7 points out of Grace Newman, 6 points out of Jordan Rude, 5 points from Cambry Newmiller, 2 points apiece for Opal Sorensen and Izzy Dahl. They knocked down 3 3-pointers and were 5 for 6 from the free throw line. For the Century Patriots, 10 players scored. A really well-balanced basketball game tonight from them. They were led tonight by Kinley Thornton's 20 points. She had 14 in the second half, including 3 3-pointers. They got 16 points tonight out of Abby Foslin, 13 out of Kaylee Wellstead, 12 points out of Olivia Klimple, 6 points tonight from Lakin Johnson, knocking down 2 threes. 3 apiece for Schmidt and Weigel, and then 2 apiece for Alexa Johnson, Coens, and Martell. 10 3-pointers made tonight for the Patriots, and they were 9 for 12 from the 3-point line.
Well, Joe, a couple more things we got to do in this one as we put a wrap on this, and we got to go out to Spas Etc. Move the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in the Spas Etc. and you'll find a massive inventory to the next level sales team. That can be find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room at Spas Etc. Well, that move of the game, Joe. Well, she was a senior, and let's how about we do that? How about we put that up there before we read that? And I went early in the first half, Joe. I went with Abby Foslin.
Yeah, Abby, we both said it at the same time, almost simultaneous, that she was kind of forcing for a minute early in that game, and then she hit a 3 and she settled back in. Coach ran an unbelievable set there at the end, kind of using Wellstead as a decoy, coming off the top of the zipper action there, the America action, leaving the wide open left-hand drive baseline for Foslin, which is what she loves and lives by, and able to get all the way to the rack attack to finish that one to end the half and go up 18 going into the break.
Well, also keep in mind, folks, get your pass now. West Region basketball coming up. Lots of basketball going on right now on the PSP Network. Single day, $19.99. Full tournament, $34.99. Premier pass, $74.99. You can find it at www.psp.com. Network. And Joe, now it's time for our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP. Quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips, and that Sport Clips game MVP is, well, you talk to her, Joe.
Yeah.
She can score it. She can rebound it. She can pass it. She can steal it.
Yeah.
Well, it's Kaylee Wellstead, the freshman.
She just did a little bit of everything tonight. She had 3 or 4 big-time steals. She had some really nice passes. She was moving the ball extra. She chased down some 50-50 balls. She scored when the team needed her to. She just does so much for her team. Kinley Thornton had a great night tonight. She had 20. A bunch of those are coming from passes from Kaylee or the ball moving from Kaylee as well. Those two are such an amazing duo. And I just thought, when they made that run, it was Wellstead stealing the ball, Wellstead making plays for her teammates. And she just brings that motor and brings that energy every night, and she is a true hooper, man. She knows what to say, and she knows how to play.
Yes, she does. Well, that's going to do it for game number 1. When we come back, we'll take a little break. When we come back, we're going to set you up for the big one. Number 1 versus number 2, Bismarck. Century the boys next, right here on the PSP Network.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Break.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil.
Welcome back to Carl Guard Gymnasium as we have one more to go, and it should be a good one. Number 1 versus number 2. And before we get this underway, folks, all of us here at the PSP Network want to give our thoughts and prayers out to the Mattern family as we were informed that earlier today Darren Mattern will not be coaching the Century Patriots tonight as his mother, Betty Mattern, passed away. As his son Trayton will be coaching tonight. So again, on behalf of all of us at the PSP Network, our thoughts and prayers goes out to Darren and Troy and all of their family, as covering those guys a long time, known those guys a long time. So Betty Mattern, heard she was a great lady, and so again, just know you got a lot of people pulling for you here on the PSP Network. Well, Joe, turn our attention to this one, my friend. Whew. It's, hey, you know something's going on when Dave Richmond walks into the building, and I'm guessing somewhere, someplace, there might be a couple other coaches hiding in here in Carl Guard Gymnasium.
There's a lot of players on this floor, and it's well worth the trip over to Bismarck to watch these two teams battle each other, and some of these players, obviously, Kalik's got a couple Division I offers, and Gibby's got one as well, and if you can get over here on a Tuesday night and watch this one, it's going to be worth the trip. I'm just glad he got here in time to find a seat. It looks like we had to have my brother scoot over a little bit so he could sit with them. So no, it's cool. It obviously shows how good Bismarck basketball is, how good the state of North Dakota basketball is when you got a packed house on a Tuesday night, and you got the Division I coach in the state sitting in the bleachers.
Well, you're listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, your locally owned oil change headquarters, 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people. Local actually matters, not to mention this oil change is a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change that's typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Minot, Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. As again, it is senior night here tonight, and we're going to recognize the Bismarck Demon seniors. As we're going to take a quick timeout, we'll be back with more. We'll take a look inside the West region and the state. Century Bismarck next. Carl Guard Gymnasium back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough.
That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our Total Car Care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Welcome back to Carl Guard Gymnasium on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. There you see Grant Bieber getting his picture on senior night here. Joe, let's take a look at that poll right now. There you see Bismarck High takes over the #1 spot. Century drops to 2, followed by Horace, West Fargo, Dickinson, Davies, and Legacy receiving votes. So that, after this week, Century first week out of the #1 slot.
Yeah, no question. And obviously Bismarck High has been playing great basketball, and Century got into a little bit of a road bump, so to speak, as far as running on the road at Legacy and losing on the road and Minot as well. And so well-deserved for Bismarck High, but you know what? I don't think either of these two teams give 2 iotas about that poll tonight, because this game has all the implications of what it's going to look like from here on out.
Yeah, there's a good look at Artie Carlo right there on senior night with his
got his
mom
brother
and
out.
dad.
He's got his brother out there with him.
Oh, is that his brother out there? Okay.
I think that's Montel.
All right, and Joe, let's take a look at these AA boys standings. There you see right now Bismarck has clinched a tie, the West Region title, with a win tonight. They can win it outright. With a loss tonight, the Century and Bismarck High will share it. Then it just comes down to the point differential. And then Dickinson there at 3, and then Legacy, Minot, Mandan. Mandan's locked in at the 6. Minot's locked in at the 5. And then it's just a matter of what happens with Legacy up in Minot and Dickinson and Jamestown. And then those 7, 8, 9, and 10, well, that's just going to be a matter of who's got to go on the road and who doesn't for those playing games.
Yeah, no question. And it's that middle shaky and kind of muddy like the girls' side. But obviously, you and I kind of mumbled through it in the girls' game. This one's pretty easy. Winner of this one's 1, losers 2, and so it should be a fun night. And like you said, those who plays who in the first round and who plays who in the playoff game, a lot of that's still up for grabs. But for this one, it's pretty simple, cut and dry. Winner takes first.
There you see a picture of Kenyatta White on the floor.
Wanted to throw out there to you, Scott. I did hear this before the game, and he wasn't even able to be here for senior night. His dad was out there by himself, but Brennan Graff is out tonight with the flu. So
okay.
He's not even in the building for senior night. So his dad went out there with his fathead stick and got his picture for him. But obviously, just the flu is what I heard. But they didn't want him around the rest of the team going into the WDA. You don't need the flu bug going into your locker room.
No, you do not. As we saw out there just a while ago, Braxton Beekler. There he is right there. Alex Lugo, a senior as well. Tadarian Slack, another senior. Mason Seafeld. All those young men being honored here tonight. And Joe, while we're taking in this senior center, let's take a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. And Joe, we'll start with the visiting Century Patriots. And your key was, all you'd said was looked at me and you went, number 10.
And we're obviously talking about Garrett Nisley. I think Xavion's going to bring his energy. Braylon Aldinger is going to guard and make threes. Joey's going to be Joey in the middle. He's going to find that hornet's nest all day long. And Gibby's been probably the most consistent player in the state, night in, night out. Garrett Nisley, they cannot win this game without a good game from Garrett Nisley. He is one of the top players in the state. He's one of the deadliest shooters in the state and ball handlers and passers. If he's locked in tonight and he's playing well, I think Century can do anything the rest of the season. But they need him. They need him to step up tonight in order to go into this hostile environment and to quiet down the demons and to slow down the demons.
So we'll see how Garrett Nisley can come out tonight as see if he's overcome those road bump woes. But and then, Joe, you got for the demons, you got I put paint points.
Yeah, something really interesting I saw just looking at some stats from their last game, and we all know there was no Weston Scott the last game. Was it Boyd that was out, or was it?
No,
it was
Kenyatta White.
Kenyatta White. Two guys that can really do some stuff in the paint. So obviously this one's going to have a different feel to it. But the last game against Century is able to hold them to 12 of 30 from the layup line inside the paint. And some of those 12 that they made were in transition. They really struggled scoring at the rim in their half-court offense. Kralik, Xavier, Gibby, Garrett, Braylon, Spears, all those guys really gave them trouble around the rim, and were kind of able to guard them one-on-one at the hoop and kind of forcing them not to get those open threes that they normally get. So in the half-court, obviously we're talking about the half-court here because in transition, Bismarck High is going to fly down the floor and make plays. But in the half-court, when the game is tight, when the game is sticky, will they be able to get to the rim and figure out ways to score in there?
Well, folks, if you are looking to come to this one, you might be late.
Yeah, find your
couch. Because this one is packed. They're standing along the rails, so sit back, relax, and we'll have all the action for you right here on PSP. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Sometimes life gets messy, and accidents happen. Some days, even your best intentions turn into unexpected disasters. Other days, a little guesswork leads to a lot of cleanup. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Welcome back to a packed house here at Carl Gard Gymnasium. Joe Cattell, Scott Woodmansey with you. Glad to have you aboard on the broadcast. Johnny Samuelson getting all the pictures for you here tonight from Carl Gard Gymnasium. Reminder, let's take a look at our schedule. Reminder, you can find lots of activity tonight. Jamestown and Dickinson you can find on the PSP Network. Legacy up in Minot High. Also, you got some girls hoops. You got the girls
regional
A3 Region 3 tournament on. You've got the girls girls B Region 3 tournament on, and also the girls B Region 4 tournament. PSP primetime coming up tomorrow, and then back with more girls hoops actions on Thursday, and then we start our boys District 8 tournament on Friday. And then we've got some playing games for you on Saturday. So PSP Network, your home to all the action in the postseason on the PSP Network. And you're wondering, well, how do I do that? Well, there you go. You go to psp.network, and passes are on sale now. A single day, $9.99. A full tournament, $34.99. And a premiere is $74.99 to catch all the action right here on the PSP Network. And again, folks, if you're just tuning in the broadcast, glad to have you aboard. As we go throughout the coverage broadcast tonight, you may notice that Darren Matter not on the sidelines for the Century Patriots, as he's with his family up in northern Minnesota as his mother Betty passed away. And again, our thoughts and condolences go out to the Mattern family as they deal with that. So Trayton Mattern, been told will be running the show tonight.
I'm nervous for Trayton. He played for me for 3 years. I'm very close to Trayton. I'm nervous for him in this one.
And then he will head out tonight or tomorrow to be with the family. But yeah, I mean, hey, I tell you what, you want to get some head coaching experience, young man? Well, this is a pretty good one to do it in.
I used to have Tim Miles used to tell me it's the furthest 6 inches in your life, man, going from one seat to the other, and he isn't wrong. So Trayton, thrown right to the fire, sold out house, #1 team in the state. You're the #2 team in the state. The week before the WDA, I'm sure Darren's listening somewhere. I'm sure he's not watching. He's watching somewhere, and we wish you the best, Dick Coach, and you're the best, and we can't wait to have you back in Bismarck.
Well, he's got a pretty good guy right next to him, and Doug Swenson, Kai Saylor over there, also part of that Mattern family as well. So, should be a fun one here tonight as we look forward to bringing this one to you. As we're about 2 minutes away from the tip, we'll take another timeout as our Valvoline Oil Change pregame show rolls on from Carl Gard Gymnasium.
Want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, we're going to see if we can get you a BNC scoreboard update from the AA girls side, as a lot of those games should be complete. As Williston leads Minot North 47-33 at half. Mandan all over St. Mary's 71-47. Minot over Legacy 73-47. And Jamestown all over Dickinson at half 57-20. In the eastern half, Davies over West Fargo 90-42. Mandan, let's see, we got you that one. And Cheyenne over Fargo South 72-41. And in the tight one, Joe up at St. Mary's, the Washburn Cardinals knock off Flasher 37-35.
Wow.
Yep, that's a final, 37-35. So Washburn advances. Washburn advances to the region championship game. Flasher not done, as they'll get an opportunity to challenge their way back into it. And again, you can catch all of that on the PSP Network. Central McLean and Grant County Mott Region to follow on the PSP Network. Well, we get ready to bring you the starting lineups.
This isn't the definition of high school basketball in North Dakota. I don't know what is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This is you and I had a guest from out of town, and we were trying to explain to him what this atmosphere was going to feel like, and there isn't many colleges that get crowds like this, and so I see a few more college coaches in the crowd. Glendive, great. Montana Grizzly, great. Derek Selvig, the head coach at Dickinson State's in the crowd. It's kind of dark in here, so I apologize if there's another one that I don't see, but Derek stands about 7 feet tall, so he's easy to spot out in the crowd.
Well, good Century student section in the house as well, and Bismarck, well, they've got their own, don't they? What did you say? They got
They got an ESPN table down with a big
ESPN
ESPN
table,
sign, and
Should be
they
a
want
PSP sign, shouldn't
they
it?
want our job down there. I think
Yeah,
they're trying to outplay us.
A longtime friend of mine sent me a text message and said her son was part of that. So, fortunately, we're on the same side.
I would hate to hear their impersonations of us. I'm sure they're real. On point.
We've got our own guy that does that for us. Well, the lineups are being introduced. They'll go like this. First of all, for the Century Patriots, at one guard will be Garrett Nisley, 6'4" and a senior. The other guard will be Xavier Haroldstead, 6'4" and a senior. At 1 forward will be Braylon Aldinger. He's 6'4" and a senior. And at the other forward will be Gibson Kinnebrew, 6'4" and a junior. In the middle will be Joey Kralik. He's 6'4" and a senior. The head coach, Darren Mattern, and Century being coached by Trayton Mattern tonight are the Patriots. For the Demons, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Artie Carlo. He's 6'2" and a senior. The other guard will be Grant Bieber. He's 6'2" and a senior. At 1 forward will be Tadarian Slack. He's 6'2" and a senior. The other forward will be Weston Scott, 6'2" and a junior. And the other forward will be Kalik Austin. He's 6'4" and a sophomore. It'll be Austin, Scott, Slack, Carlo, and Bieber for the Demons. Kralik, Nisley, Kinnebrew, Aldinger, Haroldstead for the Century Patriots. Joe, any last-minute thoughts before we tip this one up?
Yeah, this should be a great one. The biggest interesting thing will be, do these guys play vanilla tonight and save any of those special bullets for next week and just let the kids play? Or are they still kind of, are they going out here throwing everything on the wall to see if they can take first? I know, obviously, without Darren here, that's a little bit of a, do you try to keep it as simple as possible for Trayton? And is Wilhelm just do what he does and send the boys out there and play? That's the one interesting thing is, will these guys show their cards? Because next week it could just be another rinse and repeat of this game.
Yeah, well, we want to thank you for tuning into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Lundine's been doing it 25 years at the stay-in-your-car drive-thru. Oil change typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Minot, Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. As we get ready for the opening tap.
You might have to stand up to start this thing.
Oh, well, I don't know. It appears that might be the case.
We'll see if their friendly crowd sits. Oh yeah, it's not a no stand or no sit game, so that's good.
As Century in their road navies trimmed in red and white, Bismarck High in their home whites trimmed in maroon, and we are about ready to go. Slack will go up against Kinnebrew at center court. And here we go. Ball's in the air, tip controlled by Century Nisley. Haroldstead, now here's Kralik with it. Now Aldinger. Aldinger skips it near side to Haroldstead. Xavier puts it on the bounce. Man-to-man by Century, or by Bismarck High. Century working the clock. Kinnebrew gets a high screen. Now goes around Carlo. Off the window, rolls off. Kralik the board. Kralik fights underneath. Gets it out. Nisley, shot fake. Nisley gets in the paint, drops it off Kinnebrew right wing. Nisley guarded by Scott. Century gets a new shot clock, 20 to shoot.
Yeah, Century's in no rush. They love stalling on Bismarck High.
Haroldstead pulls up the paint, scores it.
Yeah, good take. Xavier had a great game the last time against Bismarck High. Was really aggressive, able to get to his spots. Off to a good start here for him.
Here's Weston Scott on the bounce, hands off Bieber. Bieber gets it off Kalik Austin, guarded by Aldinger. Kalik between the legs, gets down the left side, leans in, finger roll comes off. Slack kept it alive and in the hands of Bieber.
Scoring at the rim, 0 for 1 to start.
Here's Scott, gets in the paint, flips it in the corner to Bieber. Now Bieber, hands off, Artie Carlo. Carlo Comes left, force back right. He's going to fire for three. That one's going to be short, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Century Patriots. Najee Boyd comes in. Hayden Bonnelly comes in.
Unbelievable close out there by Harrelstead, getting to that shot of Carlos.
Well, Century's got the defense cranked up. Here's that full court pressure. And they break it. Kinnebrew turns. And taken away by Kalik Austin. Good hands there by Kalik. Kalik back the other way. Nowhere to go. Cut off. Drops it off Najee Boyd. Boyd spins down the left side. Nowhere to go. Kalik shot fake. Rises. Fires. Three. Bingo.
Yeah, big bucket for Kalik Austin there. Just making a nice little sidestep move there to knock down the three.
3-2 as Kralik now finds Alding on the right, up the right side.
One thing to watch with Century's defense, I noticed on film today, is they kind of let Joey just be in the middle and guard all drives and kind of forget about his three-point shooter. So will they allow a guy to shoot all night or not is another question to be asked.
Aldinger, tough pass in the corner. Harold said catches, fires for three, comes off. Boyd the rebound. Has it poked away by Nisley, but Najee gathers and brings it up into the front court for the Demons. Hands off Weston Scott, spins in the paint, kicks in the corner to Boyd. Boyd, he's going to fire for three. That one too strong. Harold said the weak side rebound, and he's hounded by Bonnelly. Now to Nisley, now to Xavion.
Bismarck High so good at slowing down transition by picking up that offensive or that defensive rebound and kind of pressing it and not allowing them just to get down the floor quickly.
And that one goes off of Najee Boyd. Bieber back in now. Nisley will trigger in bounds. He does to Gibson Kinnebrew. Kenny's going to walk in it in the front court, and it's poked out of bounds by Austin, and it'll go back to Bismarck High.
Yeah, really good job there. Austin just got aggressive, went for the ball before Kralik could lay a screen on him, and could be just a little loose at the ball there.
Artie Carlo will bring it up the court for Bismarck High. Hands off Weston Scott. Now here's Kalik Austin. Kalik, little shimmy shake up top. Now Kalik on the move. Spins on Kralik. Lost it, gathers it back. Nice bounce. Scott, layup, got it.
Yeah, a little overplaying on the perimeter there. Trying to deny catches and able to get a back cut. The difference between Scott in the ball game this time and not Scott in the ball game, not being in the ball game last time.
5-2. Demons by three. Here's Kralik up high. Now gets it off to Aldinger, guarded by Artie Carlo. He comes back out high to Haroldstead. Xavion on the bounce attack, shot fake, nowhere to go. Ball's loose, Nisley gathers. Oh, he goes up and scores. Garrett Nisley, how he got that one, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But he is able to finish it.
Right place, right time there, because Bismarck High had transition.
Bieber attacks.
There.
That one's no good. The follow's no good by Kenyatta White. Gets it again, goes up. That one's no good. Bieber attacks. Ball's loose. And what are we going to have here?
Yeah, it's a foul on Gibby there on the loose ball there. Xavion, Garrett, Joey, Aldinger, they all got a box out there. Right now they're just trying to out-jump Bismarck High, and Bismarck High's got very similar athletes with Austin out there and with Scott out there, so you gotta be able to box out and keep them off those boards.
5-4 Demons by one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 14:23 to go opening half. Quick inbound to Najee Boyd, now to Carlo. The offensive foul is going to be called there on Bonnelly.
Really good call. Braylon Alding did a good job of chasing that screen, and Bonnelly just moved and tried to adjust late to get a piece of Aldinger. Ref was right there to see it. Good call by the Stripes.
First personal, first team foul, and now Century has it trailing by one. Kinnebrew will work it into the front court, gets it off Nisley. Nisley to Aldinger on the right wing, shot fake. Aldinger rises, right elbow jumper, bingo.
Yeah, really good. Braylon's really gotten more comfortable this year, going from a bench player to a starter, hitting that pull-up.
Quick return there by the Demons, and Najee Boyd cannot finish it, but he's going to be fouled by Garrett Nisley.
Yeah, no time to celebrate if you're Century. You got to get back. You got to flood that paint and keep them out from getting downhill right away.
Take a look at that. Aldinger on our Ryan, the last shot there by Aldinger. Good ball reversal there, and like you said, a great move as he was able to pull up and score it.
Yeah, on a lot of scouting reports, Braylon's just a dead three. Get him off the three-point line and make him uncomfortable, and if he can start getting comfortable with those shots, that's a whole new development for his game and for his team.
Well, and I see Camden Kramer is dressed over there, but
Yeah,
I don't think he's got his shoes on.
Yeah, he's dressed like the last 4 or 5 and warmed up, but he hasn't even sniffed the floor yet.
7-6. Demons by 1. Pass there, poked away by Carlo. Taken away by Austin, and it's going to go back to Century.
Yeah, Joey's got to secure that ball before starting to dribble it. Bismarck High are just so good with their hands. They're going to get a piece of it. Secure it, then attack.
Today's game brought to you by the UPS store located in South Broadway and Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. They're located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
A lot of attention on Gibby's drives there. 3 Demons came over to stop it.
Caden Wellstead in the ball game. Nisley turns, spins baseline, goes out high. Here's Wellstead, straightaway 3 on the way. Back iron no good. Klieg rips it out, and here come the Demons. Quickly downhill. Austin finds Carlo, left wing 3. That one's off.
Oh, that's a good look. That's the second time on a rebound. The Demons are able to get downhill and feet in the paint. Great look there. Carlo just not able to finish it. You can't give him too many more of those.
Line change for the Demons. White comes in. Slack comes in. Also coming in for Bismarck High. That's Caden Sather.
This is the smallest lineup the Demons will put out on the floor tonight. Got to take advantage of it with some extra possessions, offense rebounds, post touches here if you're the Patriots.
Here's Wellstead. They chase him down. They give it off to Nisley. Nisley attacks, leans in on White off the window and scored it.
Yeah, nice take there. Way to just handle the pressure up top, be able to work your way all the way to the paint. Nisley finishes at the rim.
8-7, Century by 1. Kenyatta White now gets it off Bieber. Bieber downhill. Bieber forces a shot. Ball tipped, and it's go off Kralik out of bounds. It'll go stay with Bismarck High.
A physical basketball game. I know both coaches want calls, but they also want their best players on the court. So I think they're just going to let this one play out and let the kids decide.
Lob it into Najee Boyd, and it's going to stay with the Demons as Haroldstead tipped it out of bounds.
Starting to get worried about our sign on the banister there with 22 people hanging on it. I don't know if I secured it well enough with enough tape to last this whole game.
Scott gets a high screen.
Oh, what a steal.
Taken away by Haroldstead. Haroldstead on the other end goes up. Oh, my! Oh, what a play by Weston Scott on the defensive end. We'll take a look at that on our Ryan Family Dealership replay as he comes out of nowhere and swats it back. Are you kidding me?
I thought there was a chance Zayman was going to try to dunk it and really quiet the crowd, but instead Scott makes a play. He loses the ball on the steal, but doesn't give up on the play, and that's a highlight reel action right there.
That was a high flyer there. Here's Nisley with it.
On the court,
catches. Shot too strong. Rebound battled for Landon Perry in the ball game now for Century. Here comes Najee Boyd, works his way in the paint. High shot, contested off the window and scored it.
You got to contain Boyd. That's the second time now he's gotten into the paint off of a defensive rebound. They got to be able to pick him up sooner. That time Perry just wasn't a match for him.
Wellstead on the other end's tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Bismarck High.
That was the one thing also I noticed too. The stat sheet that I saw from the last game had plus-minus chart, and the bench was either 0 or negative when they were in the game. This bench has to step up for the Patriots. They can't, no time to grow now. You got to be ready to go.
9-8. Demons by 1 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 12-19 left to go here. Opening half of play. Weston Scott in the front court on the bounce. Gets a screen from Slack, goes left, goes up, and he's going to be bumped in the action. And they're going to get Landon Perry with that personal foul. So Weston Scott will go to the Serve Pro free throw line where he will shoot 2. Today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. More than 96% of Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you.
Yeah, no offense to Landon Perry on that one, but that's just the one Joey Kralik is usually able to shut down. With him off the floor, you can see Bismarck High is making an effort to put him in ball screen.
Weston Scott, 57% free throw shooter, gets the first one. Gets the second one. And he's got 4, and Najee Boyd has 4 for the Demons, and they lead it by 3 at 11-8. Nice catch there by Aldinger. Loses it. Now Wellstead directs traffic. Dribble entry on the high right side. Down low Nisley. Turns, fires on the baseline. Shot too strong. Perry battles for the rebound. Taken out of there by Bieber. Bieber coming the other way, and he's got to pull up his dribble, hands off to Weston Scott. Ooh, that's a mismatch right there.
Much better job stopping the drive on the transition, but now the matchup problem with Perry on Scott there. Good job, Perry just battling and contesting.
Scott attacks and comes up short as Perry did a good job there, not fouling. Now here comes Wellstead with it. Caden on the bounce, looks down low, now comes up high to Nisley. Guarded by Najee Boyd, rips it, comes left, kicks it in the corner. Aldinger sets his feet, fires for three. That one's too strong. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Weston Scott.
Yeah,
taken away by Nisley.
Love the look there by Nisley.
Nice pass, Kinnebrew, layup, got it.
Yeah, and then going back to our pregame, Nisley looks locked in right now, making good plays. That was an unbelievable steal he just had, going up with one hand to steal it and stay in bounds and stay on this side of the half-court line.
11-10, Century by one. Kalik in the paint. Flashlight shot comes off. Kinnebrew the rebound. Gibby turns and heads downhill, and he's going to be fouled, and I think they're going to get slack on that one, and they are. That'll be his first, team second.
Those are the ones Coach Wilhelm hates. He wants them to press. He wants them to put pressure on them on those rebounds so they can't get in transition so they can set up their press. But he does not want them fouling 90 feet away and start racking up the bonus. Get some new friends behind us, Scott.
Yeah, I see that.
Little fan club.
Yeah. They can take over my job here. Kinnebrew in the front court, goes baseline. Kenyatta White rides him. Here's Haroldstead. But you're not going to get that call in this game. Haroldstead kicks Aldinger. Clean look at a three. That one comes off.
Look.
Kralik the rebound. Kralik taken away by Kalik Austin.
Yeah, they've had some good looks. It's just the speed of Bismarck High is making them rush their shot just a little bit.
And Austin pulls up, and he's going to be fouled by Haroldstead, and he will shoot two.
It's amazing how fast Bismarck High goes from defensive rebound to putting pressure on the rim and getting 2 feet in the paint. Right now, they are just getting downhill on Bismarck Century. Century's got to be able to get back and keep the ball in front of them.
24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, Fire Water Cleveland Restoration. It's Serve Pro as Kalik converts on that one. He's got 4 and makes it 12-10 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Kalik's got another one. That one's up and good. 13-10 our score. Kralik out of the inbounds. Gets up the near side to Aldinger. Aldinger picks up his dribble, now jumps it off Kralik.
Yeah, much better job of just catching and jump stopping that time for both Kralik and Aldinger. Get that ball across, secure it, run your offense.
Now Kinnebrew guarded by Weston Scott. 10 to shoot. Here's Aldinger with it. Aldinger looks down low. Aldinger, he's going to fire a deep three. That one rolls off. And one and done for Century. Here comes Kalik Austin back the other way. Drops it in the paint for White. Bondley now in the paint. Now kicks it back. Kenyatta White. Kenyatta White looking for somebody. Bondley throws it out of bounds. It'll go back to Century.
And that last Century possession, I think Coach wanted to run a play, and not everybody heard it right away. And then by the time they got into it, they were under 10 on the shot clock and just had to rush a shot there. Not the shots you want, not the empty possessions you want.
Nisley comes in, and Kinnebrew goes down, and Wellstead will work it up the floor, guarded by Artie Carlo. Here's Haroldstead with it, now to Kralik. Aldinger, now Caden Wellstead. Wellstead now gets it off Nisley. Nisley gets a screen from Kralik. Left elbow jumper's up and good.
Good bucket there. That's a good action. The whole offensive set there had much better pace for Century. Ball was in the right guy's hands. Got to his spot and knocked it down.
Demons by one at 13-12. Artie Carlo, nifty move. Fadeaway comes off. Kralik battles for it.
Oh, Joey Kralik had a minor heart attack there. He thought he got fouled, and ref just pointed the wrong direction. They are correcting that. It's Century's ball. Kralik did a good job of securing that rebound and absorbing the contact.
Kenyatta White got a call for the foul. Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. Planet Pizza, they've been around for over 25 years. Largest laser tag playground in the region. Giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call them 701-852-1700. Ooh, nice catch by Nisley there on the post.
Yeah, I think he got away with a little bit of a hold, too. I felt like Austin kind of had the back of Nisley's jersey there, keeping him from catching that ball and cleanly.
Haroldstead. Nisley wanted it. Now Zaman in the paint turns. Throws one up, rolls around, and goes in for Xavier Haroldstead.
If Xavier can make his first buckets, like if he can get to the rim and not and miss the first one, try to offensive rebound. If he can just make that first one, Century's dangerous and he's dangerous.
Century leads by 1 at 14-13. Here's Bieber. Bieber attacks. Bieber shot too strong. Kralik the rebound. We're going to get a foul on the rebound.
Second time now Joey's dominated the boards and picked up a board. All it's doing is getting closer and closer to that bonus, fouling 90 feet away. That's 3 fouls now in the backcourt for the BHS.
That one goes on Najee Boyd. That'll be his first, team's first.
Coach Mattern doing a good job of subbing right now, him and his staff, just one sub at a time, keeping guys fresh.
Kennebrew back in there now. Najee Boyd with the steal. An errant pass by Kennebrew. Ball's loose. Aldinger down there now. Kennebrew comes out of there with it. Gets to Aldinger. Aldinger up the near side. Now hands off Kennebrew. Here's Haroldstead. Now Aldinger on the right wing. Down low they go. Kralik in the paint. Reverse layup up and good.
Yeah.
Nifty move there.
That's the first post touch
Joey
of the game.
Kralik, and we've got a Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the floor. 7:58 to go. Opening half. Century 16, Demons 13. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
PNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC. Bank online at bnc.bank. And also Farset Oil. Contact Farset Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, more lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938. And committed to outstanding customer service and reliability, Farstead Oil. Bieber hands it off to Weston Scott. Demons trail it by 3 at 16-13. High post, they go to Sather, hand back Carlo. Shot fake, gets to the elbow, leans in, a little teardrop, up short. Kralik the rebound. Kralik's going to play point guard, finds Nisley. Nisley stops, pulls up, long 2, comes off. Sather the rebound.
Don't mind the shot. Wish you'd have been behind the 3. Don't mind the shot in transition. Just being aggressive. I don't mind it at all.
Now Weston Scott turns the corner, guarded by Aldinger, looking backdoor to Carlo, nothing there. Now he throws it out of bounds as he was trying to find Sather, and it goes into the stands, and it goes back to Century.
Yeah, just a really good job of team defense there, stopping the drive, guarding your guy, just an errant pass there, and Century gets another turnover on half-court defense. I really like what Bismarck High's doing right now. I think getting downhill, their pressure. They got Century in the dogfight. Century's been able to get a couple things. I love the post action they got with Kralik a play ago. Let's see if they can pound it into the big man a little bit more.
Haroldstead now gets it off Nisley. Nisley, he's going to rise fire for 3. That one, nope, that hit the stanchion and going to go out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part by Val Secretary, locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They have a full line of e-bikes that they service in their shop, sharpening center for knives, scissors, chainsaw, blades, and more. Fitness center with ellipticals, treadmills, and recumbents. Val Secretary. Scott attacks on the right baseline. Now he's got to go to Carlo. Up high, Bieber, straightaway 3. That one rolls off. Nisley skies in for the rebound. Kralik, lead pass, Haroldstead. Bounce, has it poked away by Scott.
Weston Scott.
He was just on this side of the floor.
I think there's 2 of them out there. He just can make plays on both sides of the floor seamlessly in 2 seconds right now. If you're watching at home, this isn't poor shooting from either team. The defenses are just flying around so fast that every shot is just a little quicker than normal. And we're talking about teams that are, Bismarck High's averaging like 100 points a game, it feels like, and they only have 13 here with 6 to go in the first half.
They're averaging 91.1. Century averages 75.5.
And we're talking about 2 teams just absolutely giving their heart out every defensive possession right now.
And these, not to mention, a lot of these shots that are being taken are contested with the athleticism that's on the floor here.
Long arms
tonight.
and athleticism.
Haroldstead gets deep on the baseline on slack, and he missed the bunny.
And every rebound is a freaking fight.
Kalik Austin in a hurry to get back down, loses the bounce, gets it off to Kenyatta White. White nowhere to go with it. Now reverses his dribble, attacks on Haroldstead. Stops, head and shoulder fake. Shot rolls off, rebound to Nisley. Quickly out of there with it comes Garrett.
Behind you.
Garrett on the other end. Garrett leans in. Oh, nifty move there by Garrett Nisley.
Yeah, Garrett Nisley leads all scorers right now with 8.
And here's a steal by Century. Aldinger. And now they slowed up. Century by 5 at 18-13.
Yeah, Century can get into the slow pace again and pound it inside maybe a little bit. I know Joey's not on the floor right now, but Gibby and Garrett can do some damage down there as well.
Kennebrew starting to take over. He goes up and scores. Century by 7 at 20-13 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Kenyatta White. White guarded by Perry. Nowhere to go. Now back out Austin.
Really
has
nice
it poked
job
away by
Perry. What
Kennebrew.
a play. Xavier dives from half court. You don't think these guys want it? They call a foul there? Oh, I don't know about that. Gibby Kennebrew gets a tip on that ball, dives for it, keeps it alive. Xavier comes flying from the other end. He dives, and he's going to get the trip foul on the dive.
Foul goes on Haroldstead, his second.
Oh, that's too bad. But man, you gotta be just jacked if you're Coach Mattern with the hustle from his team right there on those 2 plays.
Century by 7 at 20-13. Kalik Austin finds Najee Boyd all alone down low on the baseline. Najee goes up and scores it.
Yeah, Najee was 6 now as well. Just a kind of a loss of a guy there. Just kind of lost a guy behind you and was able to get probably the easiest bucket of the night.
Wellstead brings it up the near side. Caden in the front court. Now gets it off to Nisley. Now here's Kennebrew. Kennebrew, little scoop to the hoop. Scored and one. Oh, my. Gibson, Kennebrew, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he drove it hard there. He saw the late defender coming over. He didn't care about the contact or hitting the floor. He just went to the rim and
the
again,
hoop and the harm
that is
for
a
Gibby
scoop.
Kennebrew.
I think the scoop to the hoop is a great analogy for that one. That thing was shot from below his hip and got it high on the glass.
Najee Boyd gets his second. Free throw no
What a
good,
rebound.
and Nisley goes up for the rebound. 22-15.
They can get a bucket here, turn this possession into a 4-point play. That would be huge momentum for Century.
Koralik attacks, kicks in the corner. Wellstead wide open 3. That one comes off. Weak side rebound to Austin.
Neither team has made a 3 yet in this game. Two of the better 3-point shooting teams in the league, in the state, and neither have made one yet.
Najee Boyd on the bounce. Now out to Artie Carlo. Carlo, shake and bake move, guarded by Wellstead. Nowhere to go with it.
What a great job by the junior Wellstead guarding there.
Here's Boyd with it, and Boyd's going to get called for, nope, that's going to be Koralik. He's going to be called for a foul.
Joey just a little physical there, used his body to stop Carlo's momentum or Boyd's momentum and picks up the foul. Only his first, which is a good sign for the Patriots because they need him on the floor.
Carlo now on the bounce. Attacks baseline, dribbles it off his foot. We'll go back the other way.
Gibby's really locked in defensively right now. He's guarding out there. He's sliding his feet. He's using his athleticism to his best of ability.
We're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Century wants to talk it over. 4:06 to go. Opening half, Century 22, Demons 15. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Sometimes life gets messy, and accidents happen. Some days, even your best intentions turn into unexpected disasters. Other days, a little guesswork leads to a lot of cleanup. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Only at Qdoba.
22-15 our score. Century leads it here by 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Oh, no.
Oh, they get it into Kinnebrew, and Kinnebrew, a lazy pass there.
That's no spot for a bounce pass across the lane in the backcourt. Joey zigged when Gibby thought he was going to zag, and all of a sudden we got a turnover out of a timeout.
There's Kalik Austin now out of bounds for Legacy. Kalik trying to get something created here for Bismarck High.
Aldinger's doing a good job on him.
Kenyatta White. Now here's Kalik. Stop and go move, step back straight away. 3 rolls all the way down and in.
Yeah, again, good defense from Aldinger. Stopped the drive, got to the contest on the step back. Just much better offense for Kalik Austin there.
Oh, not another bad pass there.
Back-to-back turnovers coming out of the timeout. Got to settle down here. 3.5 to go. You've done a lot of good things in this first half. Settle down if you're the Patriots, and if you're the Demons, you got to keep this energy and keep this momentum going. 3.5 to go.
Noah Herr comes in the ball game for Century. They lead it by 4, 22-18. Bonley. Carlo, now Austin with it. Austin stopping it between the legs, rises up. That one comes off. Rebound to Kralik. And they're going to get a foul that's going to go against Sather.
What a move from Kalik Austin. I like it. He just hit one, gave himself a little bit of a heat check, and I thought that thing was down from the beginning. Demons right now got a little spunk coming out of these last 2 turnovers. See if they can make some plays here in the last 3 minutes.
Nisley works it up the floor, gets it to Kralik. Now Kralik in the front court, angles middle of the floor to Herr on the baseline. Noah brings it back out. Now gets it off to Kralik.
Century does such a good job of spacing the floor. They're willing to go all the way to the half-court line to reverse the basketball.
Now Kinnebrew with 7 to shoot. Gibby, he's going to rise up, fire for 3. That one comes off. Herr tried to keep it alive. Rebound to Austin. Here come the Demons.
Downhill
Quick return.
again.
Sather layup. Got it.
You got to get back on the Demons. Here they come. Down 7 a minute ago.
22-20, 2:40 to go. Opening half. Kinnebrew skips it. Dangerous pass. Good gather by Aldinger. Aldinger, nice wrap pass. Layup. Got it. Kralik.
Yeah, risky play there from Austin trying to get the steal. Braylon secures it. Jump stops, finds his teammate Joey Kralik right underneath the hoop.
24-20, Century by 4. Here's Kenyatta White with it. He gets it off to Sather. Now up Bonley. Now to Austin. Austin backs out, guarded by Nisley. Nisley, take it away.
Both teams are just taking these one-on-one matchups.
Kralik finds Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew, reverse layup, got it.
Yeah, all started there with the Nisley defense, just blocking himself in and guarding, taking his one-on-one matchup personally, and then getting the ball down the floor to Gibby for the fancy finish.
Here's Kalik Austin now. Lobs down low, Carlo. Carlo's doubled up, nowhere to go. Already in trouble, taken away right there by Kralik. He finds Noah Herr up the right side. Herr in the front court.
Patriots in no rush here. They got a lead, 1.5 to go. Run some offense. I would love to see Joey Kralik get a post touch here if you're the Patriots. He's only gotten 1, and he's 1 for 1 down there.
Hands off to Nisley. Now he gets it off to Aldinger. Aldinger puts the offense in motion. 5 to shoot. Nice spin move. Kinnebrew attacks. Tough shot, no good. Kralik. Oh, and it's going to be a shot clock violation as that one did not touch the rim. So it'll go back to Demons with 1:14 to go.
Yeah, good referee in there. The 2 trail officials both had a no touch on the rim. If they would have had rim contact, they probably would have whistled it and gave him a new clock. Great defense from the Demons, hounding defense and really doing a good job of contesting Gibby on that drive.
Weston Scott runs it in the front court for the Demons. A hand back to him. He goes baseline on Aldinger and creates space, leans in and scores.
They need more Weston Scott in this game. He wasn't in part of the last one. He wasn't part of any of them last year. They need Weston Scott here to put his stamp on this rivalry game.
Nisley, now Kinnebrew. 48 seconds to play. Kinnebrew guarded by Najee Boyd. Century by 4. Kralik down low. A little teardrop on the baseline. Nope. And they're going to say he walked with it.
Probably could have called the charge there, too. I think the ref just took the lesser of the 2 evils. Joey kind of used his free hand to clear himself. Good defense from the Demons.
42.5 left to play here in this opening half, 26-22.
Coach Mattern has sat Xavier on pretty much since his second foul, so you'll have him fresh in the next run. Good job from the bench players for the Patriots. Keep fighting for this lead with Xavier on the bench.
Here's Khalid Gostin, turns the corner, has it taken away by Kralik. There's Joey again. Finds Aldinger, now middle of the floor, they go to Wellstead.
Joey Kralik is
Well, I tell you what,
plays,
I just
boy.
absolutely love how that kid plays.
I remember when he played in the sophomore in the WDA tournament, and I was quoted by saying, I'm not sure he could jump over the Garrison phone book, but he can impact a basketball game.
That was
not much has changed.
Kennebrew, hounded by Najee Boyd. Kennebrew in the corner, Aldinger, catch, fire, three, bingo!
Big
Braylon
bucket,
Aldinger.
Big bucket from Aldinger. Very unselfish basketball from Gibby Kennebrew.
Scott on the horn.
And got it!
Oh, and back down! Are you kidding me, Weston Scott?
Write it down, Scotty. Weston Scott. Half-court shots
and
in
we will
the
send you a break on that one as Weston Scott on the horn answers the three, and we've got a wild one here as that will take us into our our Jerome's Collision Center Admission Report at the break. Century 29, Demons 25, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Only at Qdoba's.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. PNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Welcome back to Carl Guard Gymnasium, our Jerome's Collision Center and Emission Report. Jerome's accidents happen. It's part of life at Jerome's. Our goal is to help get your car and your life back on the road, both literally and metaphorically. It's a goal that forces us to do more than fix your vehicle. We've been doing that since 1975. Call 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is our specialty. We value you and your car. 25-22. Fireworks at the end of the first half. Joe Aldinger buries one from the left corner. Weston Scott comes back and says on the horn, I'm going to use the whole rim, and I'm going to get one to go down, and he did just that, and that's where we're at in a 4-point game. Whoa,
That's right, 4 points. Yep.
Was it 29-25?
It is, yes. Yep, 29-25.
Oh, well then that's.
Yep, it's 29-25, and to go with that, no shock that the Demons got it out of the net right away, got it down the floor, and got a shot off. That's what Bismarck High does. That's what Coach Wilhelm preaches to these guys. And just an unbelievable first half of basketball. You're seeing two teams right now that are guarding to their averages. The Century Patriots give up 50 points a game. They only gave up 25 there to the Demons there in the first half. And the Bismarck Demons give up about 60 points a game. Century under that at 29. So both teams' offensive nights, it's going to be a different ball game. But both teams are sure showing their defensive prowess. And like I said, partway through that half, it feels like every one-on-one matchup, both teams are just taking their matchup so personally, and they don't want to let their team down. So kudos to both of these squads right now. They're giving us a show.
29-25. Century leads it. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to... Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms, and watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. So if we can make an impact in that community, we will.
Back at Carl Guard Gymnasium, our Jerome's Collision Center Intermission Report. Century leads it by 4, 29-25. For a look at the first half numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, the Demons trail by 4 at half. They had 4 players score there in the first half. They're led in scoring by Weston Scott's 9 points. Knocked down 2 free throws, knocked down a 3 there at the buzzer. 8 points from Kalik Austin, knocking down 2 threes in the first half. They got 6 out of Najee Boyd and 2 out of Caden Sather. They knocked down 3 threes in the first half and were 6 for 6 from the free throw line. The Patriots lead by 4. They led by as many as 7 in this game. They had five players score in this first half. They were led by 8 points from both Garrett Nisley and Gibson Kinnebrew. They got 5 out of Braylon Aldinger and 4 apiece for Joey Kralik and Xavier and Harrelstead. All 5 starters have scored for a total of 29. They knocked down 1 3 only. Braylon's there in the last 10 seconds. And they were 0 for 1 from the free throw line. So, Bismarck High, more threes. Knocked down all their free throws. Have gotten more free throw attempts than the Patriots, but the Patriots have just been able to chip away and making some plays around the rim to be up 29-25 here at the half.
Well, a reminder to go to psp.network. PSP Plus, your live broadcast home for lots of postseason, not all, but a lot of postseason basketball, headlined by the West Region Basketball Tournament. There you see single day passes, $19.99, full tournament, $34.99, and Premier Pass, $74.99. Check out www.psp.network. Be sure to like and follow us on all of our social media platforms, as we'll have wall-to-wall coverage for you on the PSP network, as you can see right here, as lots of multiple games going on today. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in to PSP Primetime, and then more action Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right here on the PSP. It'll be on the PSP Plus network, where we'll have all the coverage for you of a majority of the postseason here, as we've got 18 minutes left in the regular season here in the capital city. 29-25.
The battle for number 1, maybe number 1 in the state and number 1 in the WDA tournament.
I want to thank you for listening to our Jerome's Collision Center intermission report. I'm still baffled at how I got 25-22.
There's a little glare up there. Maybe your glasses caught a glare.
I don't know what it was. I must have been, but oh well. Here we go.
It'll be Century ball to start the half. This one's going to be wild. Both teams, not a lot of foul trouble. Xavier got 2, but didn't play the rest of the half, so nobody's in foul trouble. Not a lot of free throw shot in this game. It's just going to be decided with the sneakers and the shooters right now, and see who can guard and who can make some big shots.
Century's got it as they get it in the front court. Kralik now with Aldinger. Now they go to Harrelstead on the left wing. Hands it off to Kinnebrew. Now Gibby guarded by Kalik Austin. Looks high post to Nisley. Now fakes the hand back. Jabs right. Does Nisley, taken away by Kalik Austin.
Yeah,
Kalik on the poke away. Kalik quickly back the other way. Tough shot. Got it. Scored it.
I don't think people understand how long Kalik Austin is. You cannot expose that ball in front of him. When he's locked in defensively, he gets his hands on the basketball numerous times a game.
29-27. Century by 2. Here's Harrelstead. Now Nisley gets it, guarded by Bieber, man-to-man by the Demons. Nisley on the baseline, backs down, now gets it off to Harrelstead. Xavier gets to the 10 with the left hand up and good. Oh, nifty play there by Xavier Harrelstead, and he's got 6.
I don't know what it is about Xavier Harrelstead and Bismarck High, but he has his best scoring nights against them. And again, he gets another one there.
Here's a steal, Kralik, Xavier. Finger roll layup, goes around. Xavier was not expecting that one.
Yeah, I think he
Kralik wanted him to get the dunk.
Yeah, I think Kralik was just like, hey, man, you're faster than me. Take this ball and score it. And Xavier was there for the rebound.
And Weston Scott right down Broadway, layup off the window and scored it.
Yeah, what a play for the Demons. They never pout. They never hang their head. They just get down the floor and do it again. And just really good attack there, getting 2 feet in the paint and scoring, answering the Patriot layup.
33-29, Harrelstead now. Up high to Nisley. Nisley, one bounce, rises up, fires. Ooh, it misses everything.
I think that was a little deflected. Assistant coaches for Patriots are saying, we got to move it. Move the ball, move the ball.
Here's a catch and fire by Carlo. That one goes off. Now to Austin. Jabs right. Now puts it on the bounce. He rises, fires for 3. That one's in and out. Rebound to Weston Scott. Scott. Now to Bieber. Now they go to Weston in the right corner. Scott spins on Nisley, leans in, tough shot, missed it, rebound to Kralik.
Yeah, Kralik just doing a really good job on the glass right now.
Lead pass to Haroldstead. Haroldstead, now Xavion finds Aldinger on the trail. Now Xavion, he's going to fire for three. That one, ooh, that's bad. Nisley, right place, right time. Ball's lost. Here comes Kalik Austin. Austin on the other end. Oh, Nisley contested, and Sedarian Slack can't get it. Ball, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Bismarck High.
Yeah, those are two really bad possessions for the Patriots. They do not want quick shots. They want to slow this thing down, move it, reverse it. Trayton's begging them right now. Coach Batter is begging them to move the basketball and not let it get sticky.
33-29. Century leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Weston Scott out of the inbounds. Here's Kalik Austin. Puts it on the bounce. Off balance shot, in and out. Rebound, tipped, and out of bounds off of Aldinger.
Another good defensive possession there for Aldinger. He's got his hands full with Kalik Austin, and he's doing an Omen's effort right now.
They lob it out high to Kalik. He runs it down, now gets it off to Weston Scott. Weston on the bounce, hands off to Carlo. He's been quiet tonight, has
Real
Artie.
Quiet. Yeah, he has not scored yet.
Artie, he's going to rise and fire for three. Oh, and he buried it right on cue, Artie Carlo.
Right on cue. You can't hold Artie forever, and that time he was able to get an easy, not an easy bucket, not easy by any means, but able to get to his spot and rise up.
33-32. Nisley, lead pass to Haroldstead. Now Kralik. Kralik right down Broadway. Jump stop, goes up, contested. Kinnebrew at the rim, and Gibby hit his head on the rim. I don't know. We're going to have a foul.
He was up there, and good job, Joey Kralik. He got the ball in the reversal of the kick out. Nobody guarding him. Takes it right down the paint. Tough miss on the contest, but Gibby, right man, around the spot, sprinting in there to get the rebound.
Gibby Kinnebrew, the third pro free throw line. Free throws up and good for Gibby.
This game is free throws are important. There's not going to be a lot of them. 6 free throw shot in the first half for Bismarck High. This is only the third of the game for the Century Patriots. Not going to get a lot of opportunities here. Got to take advantage when you do get there.
Gibby's second one on the way. That one's short. He short-armed that one into the hands of Artie Carlo, and Century by 2 at 34-22. Carlo back. Carlo feeling it. Carlo attacks. Missed it, but he's going to be fouled by Joey Kralik.
Yeah, if you're Joey Kralik, you got to get back. You got to get in stance. You got to get those feet moving. He was still running backwards when Artie crossed the half-court line. Never got turned around until it was too late.
So to the third pro free throw line goes Artie Carlo, and he just happens to be one of the best free throw shooters in the West region. Free throws up and good, and he's got 4. Ami Spears comes in. Kralik's got to sit down with those 2 personal fouls.
Let's get a little more length in there. Spears has got to do a good job of rebounding.
Artie gets that one. Lob it into Gibson Kinnebrew. Now finds Aldinger. Now back to Haroldstead. Haroldstead. Now to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew guarded by Kenyatta White. Skips it to Haroldstead on the left wing. Nisley wants it now. Nisley's got it on Artie Carlo. He's going to rise and fire for 3, and that one's going to be short, but he's going to be fouled, and that's going to be 3 for Garrett Nisley.
Nisley really wanted the ball in that possession. He worked hard for it on the post, didn't get it. Came back up on the high-low reversal and just got himself into good footwork and was able to pick up the foul.
So Garrett Nisley will shoot 3 at the third pro free throw line. Speaking of another guy that's one of the best free throw shooters in the West region, it's Garrett Nisley. Garrett will have another one. He's 2 for 2.
Anybody that's watched the Patriots play, they've seen this happen now. Wellstead plays the first half. He plays 2 quarters of JV. And then Zakai Haroldstead, Xavion's little brother, comes in for the second half. See if Zakai can guard as well as Wellstead did in the first half.
And Nisley got it.
Got all 3. He's got 11 now.
Got all 3. And Century back up by 3 at 37-34. 13:59 to go in the ball game. Carlo gets a high screen from White. Carlo, stop and go move, rise up, left elbow, shot comes off. Rebound tipped, and it's going to stay with Bismarck High as Spears and Haroldstead were both there.
Yeah, really good contest from Spears. He knows that he's got to take that length and use it as his advantage. Carlo looked good. He's made the last couple buckets. Thought he had a good look there.
Here's Kalik on the handback, now guarded by Gibby Kinnebrew.
What a matchup that is right there.
Now the handoff, Carlo. Carlo crosses over, gets in the paint. Carlo, tough shot, contested there. Oh, and they're going to get a foul there.
I think that's going to be called on Spears, not Nisley. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I think Nisley might have caught it clean, but Spears got him on the wrist on the finish. So I know Nisley was upset with that, but it was not on him. Carlo's starting to heat up. He's starting to get a little more aggressive. The first matchup between these two teams, he was pretty quiet in that one too. He did have 14, but he was 5 for 19 shooting. Starting to heat up a little bit here in the early part of the second half.
Second one by Artie. He's 4 for 4. Cuts the lead to 1 at 37-36.
They can get some solid minutes here. This is going to be a big push here.
They inbound it to Ami Spears. Now he gets it off to Zakai Haroldstead, runs it in the front court. Now to Spears. To Kinnebrew. Now they go Haroldstead. Haroldstead looks up high to Nisley. Wanted, didn't get it. Xavion rises and fires and scores to Xavion.
I don't know like I said a minute ago, Xavion's best games this year are against this Bismarck High team. He just gets in rhythm, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Kalik stepped through in the paint, contested, and Kinnebrew rips it out of there. Gets it off to the Zakai Haroldstead to Xavion. Xavion in the front court. He's hounded there.
Oh, I think Nisley might be bleeding.
Yep, and Aldinger's got to come in as Nisley's got to get.
He's either bleeding or he's hurt, and they just want him to get checked on. Hopefully that doesn't last too long.
Yeah, it looks like it's his.
Looks like he's hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Something with his
side. Yep. Well, Zakai Haroldstead now controls for Century. Aldinger now, here's Xavion. Xavion attacks on Slack, turns, fires. That one comes off. Spears works hard underneath. Spears. Ami Spears getting big down low for the Century Patriots. We're going to get a foul on Kalik Austin.
You can see the bench and the fans behind get excited for that. Omni Spears obviously has the best height advantage on the floor, using that length to go get that ball and pick up the foul. Guy that's just needs to continue to build his confidence because not many players built like him in the state of North Dakota.
Just a junior.
What we got going on
what
here?
are we waiting on here? Well, now we're in play. Out high to Ami Spears, the release valve. He tells Zakai, come get it from a young man, and he does.
I do not want to play point guard.
And here we go. Now Zakai to Xavion. Xavion on the baseline, guarded by Slack. Xavion backs in, turns baseline, leans in, tough shot, lost it. Into the hands of Kalik Austin. Back come the Demons, trailing by 3 at 39-36.
What a battle we got here. Both
Folks,
teams
this is what you get when you get two good defensive teams. Here's a kick out. Here's Kalik.
Omni Spears versus Kalik. Can he keep him in front of him?
Now they go to Najee Boyd. Boyd down the left side, fakes, turns, little jump hook is up and good for Najee Boyd.
What a play from Najee. Shows the ball with his right hand going to the baseline. Aldinger can't slow his feet. Able to spin back to the middle for the floater.
39-38. Nisley and Kralik at the table for Century. Zakai Haroldstead on the bounce.
It's one thing to be patient with the basketball. It's another thing not to set up your offense at all. And right now, Patriots are just a little stagnant.
Trayton Mattern wants a timeout. 11:34 to go in the ball game. Century 39, Demons 38. We got a good one back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
This game brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original, created and bottled right here in North Dakota. This premium barbecue sauce is perfect on anything, from ribs to burgers to veggies. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare. Nisley and Kralik back in the ball game now. High post, they go Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew turns and heads downhill, leans in, scores off the window.
That's a one-man offense right there for Gibby Kinnebrew. Good pivot, good footwork. Had two guys on him, but there's nobody that can jump as high as Gibson Kinnebrew, and he's able to get all the way to the top of the box.
Century up by 3 now at 41-38 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. They hand off to Najee Boyd. Now here's Bieber with it. Hands back to Artie Carlo. Carlo in traffic. 4 to shoot. Carlo tacks. Dumps down low. White all alone. Layup got it.
What a great pass from Artie Carlo. Kralik comes over to help. Hands down. Throws it right by his ear. Easy bucket.
41-40.
Was that White or Boyd that scored that?
That was Kenyatta White.
Kenyatta White. Thank you.
Here's Aldinger on the high left side. Braylon
hasn't even had a close to a look since the end of the first half.
Here's Zakai Haroldstead, right side 3.
Wow.
Bingo.
Make a play, young man. Zakai Haroldstead knocking down the big 3 there.
Carlo
Clutch moment.
Dribbles it off his foot, but gathers it back. Kenyatta White backs out, attacks on Joey Kralik. Leans in. Kralik, ball's loose. Aldinger comes out of there with it. Nisley to Kralik. Kralik leading the way. Haroldstead one more time. Heat check for the young man. That one's in and out.
Ooh, it's going to go on Carlo on a late box out there.
Yep.
Really good job on that defensive end. What Joey Kralik did, absorbing that drive with his chest, taking on all the contact, not grabbing, not holding. Just a really good job. Joey Kralik's got some of the best feet in the state, and hence why he's going to go play football somewhere.
University of Mary. Inbound to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew goes baseline. Athletic move comes off. Rebound. Here comes Kalik Austin.
Got to keep him out of the paint.
Austin back the other way.
No.
We're going to get a reach-in foul, I believe. Is that Kralik? No, that's going to be Braylon Aldinger is going to get called for that one. His first, just the third. Today's game brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston.
It's been impossible for Century to stay in front of these guys in transition. They have gone coast to coast right down the paint.
Hayden Bondley with his first hoop, a little left-handed turnaround jump hook, and Century throws it out of bounds.
Crowd's starting to get into a little bit. They understand that this is starting to, every play is going to be very, very important here. Let's see if the Demons can make a play to get this crowd on their feet.
44-42, 9:40 left to go. The inbound, Austin, hand back to Carlo. Carlo, he's going to rise, fire for 3, bingo!
Artie
There it was.
Carlo. That closeout from Xavier couldn't have been any better either. Didn't foul, got the contest. Artie Carlo, just a much better play, knocking down the big 3.
45-44.
Demons take the first lead in a while.
Here's Kralik, gets it off to Kinnebrew. Gibby wants a screen. Nope, here's Nisley now with it. Guarded by Nisley. He's going to rise and fire for 3. That one comes off. Zakai Haroldstead the rebound to Xavier. Xavier finds room, fires in and out, rebound. And we're going to get a foul on Joey Kralik on the rebound.
Joey coming in, just coming into the Hornets' nest on that time. Out of position and fouling the Bismarck High Demon rebounder. Joey's third. It's not the end of the world, but he does have to settle down a little bit. He's picked up a couple kind of frustration fouls.
45-44. Demons by 1. Big 3 by Carlo gives them the lead. Now Scott back with it, hands it to Bieber. Now they go to Artie Carlo.
These are big minutes for Zakai Haroldstead and Spears right now. Can they stay with, get the lead or stay here with them on the floor?
Scott attacks. Tough shot off balance. They're going to get a blocking foul. The tip-in's going to be no good. But there's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to go against Ami Spears. Yep, okay, there we go. So Ami Spears will get called for the block.
Weston Scott 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 11 points in this game. See if he can't stretch this Bismarck High lead out a little bit.
Free throw by West is up and good. He will have another one.
Think we're going to get another one of these games in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Could very well happen.
13 now for Weston Scott, 4-4 from the free throw line. Got to get it in here. Looks like it, yeah.
There's a 5-second count on.
Right now, Century standing still. On the half-court offense, they're standing still. That time, guys were kind of trying to get open. The Demons are playing with a lot more energy than the Patriots are right now.
47-44, Demons by 3.
Oh,
there's a tip away by Kennebrew. Here comes Gibby in the open floor. Kennebrew goes up against Austin. Layup, got it.
Give Austin a ton of credit there. That, for almost any player, is a dunk for Gibby Kennebrew. Austin gave out full effort there to at least give it a contest.
47-46. Century defense bench starting to crank it up. Here's Carlo. Artie, he's going to rise and fire another one. That one's off. Harold's the rebound, and they're going to get Bieber on the personal foul.
Yeah, good job from Xavier on there, just going and getting it above his head. Kind of the wrong place for Bieber there. He was making a play for it too, but got to let the guy land.
47-46, Century by 1.
Both teams 5 fouls, a couple away from the bonus here. Free throws will matter.
Finds Kralik, middle of the floor, hands off Kennebrew. Gibby attacks.
Wow.
Ooh, reverse layup comes off.
Maybe a little too
Short.
fancy. Kind of avoided the foul there and tried to get to the other side on the scoop.
Weston Scott brings it back now for the Demons, leading by 1. They switch the screen. Now Scott attacks, gets in the lane. Tough shot, balance shot, and scored it.
That's the difference maker right now. Weston Scott, when they need a bucket, Weston Scott's been huge for them. On both sides of the floor, really, but he's made some big plays offensively here in the second half.
49-46, Demons by 3, 7.5 to go. They get it to Kralik. Kralik has it poked away. Austin ball's loose.
Kalik Austin is playing his heart out right now. Gets the tip on Kralik there, dives on the loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball. He gets the Demons an extra possession. And they had Graylin Aldinger wide open on the opposite side. That's who Kralik was staring at. Defense for the Demons just did not allow it.
So good hustle play there by Zakai Harold, or I'm not Zakai, but by
Austin.
Yep, Austin. And now the Demons trying to extend the lead. Here's Bonnelly, right wing 3. That one too strong. Kennebrew hangs and pulls out the rebound, gets it off to Nisley.
Big bucket here. Who are they going to get the ball to?
Here's Haroldstead in the front court. Looks down low to Nisley, and Bonnelly won't let him post. Now Haroldstead goes baseline. Tough shot, rolls in and out. Rebound to Weston Scott.
Good move from Zakai. Lost it on the top of his release there. Wasn't able to get it off the glass like he wanted to.
Back comes the Demons. Artie Carlo has it poked away by Kennebrew. And Kalik Austin runs it down, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 6:35 left to go. It's a First and National Bank and Trust timeout. Demons 49, Century 46. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
This game brought to you in part by the Aggie Foundation. Vote each week for the PSP Network Player Performance of the Week. Nominees will be posted on social media each Monday with the winner announced on Thursday. The Player Performance of the Week is sponsored in part by the Aggie Foundation. Learn about their charitable work at theaggiefoundation.com.
3 points just feel like a million right now. Every possession is so down to the wire. And 14 seconds on the shot clock here. What did Coach Wilhelm draw up? Who can he get downhill in a quick manner? Ball's in Weston Scott's hands.
Najee Boyd hand back to Scott. Scott reverse layup, tough one. That one's tipped into Scott, gathers it, blocked by Krug. Oh, he got it to go down.
Yeah, they called a little chase play where Weston Scott throws it to the wing and comes off the handoff. Good play call for Coach Wilhelm. Better pursuit of the basketball for Bismarck High on the rebound.
51-46. Hand it off to Kinderbrew. Now Gibby turns the corner, guarded. Stopped there by Bondley. Now Nisley on the bounce in the corner to Aldinger. High catch. Aldinger goes baseline, nowhere to go. Now Kralik. Kralik turns. He fires for two, and a big shot there by Joey Kralik.
There's definitely been a scouting point adjustment on Braylon Aldinger here in the second half. He has had no room to shoot the basketball. Not going to give him any looks.
Here's Austin. Khalid Austin.
What
There's
a shot.
Deep three for the Demons.
What a shot from Khalid Austin there.
54-48. Century lead, trails by 6, 5.5 to go.
This is their biggest deficit of the game.
Aldinger down low to Nisley. Nisley has it taken away by Austin.
They are digging out of the post hard right now, and that's the second time Austin's got a steal digging the post out.
Here's Weston Scott, thought about a three, wisely backs it out and resets the offense.
Demons showing a little patience, kind of giving Century a little bit of their own medicine right now.
Here's Carlo, straightaway three. That one's off, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to Century.
Zakai Harrell slowed back in, made a three a little bit ago. See if the young man can step up in the moment.
54-48. Century trails it by 6. .459. Long inbound to Kinnebrew. Gibby, he's doubled up in the front court. Now finds Kralik on the trail. Here's Nisley with it. High post, Haroldstead. He comes out high now to Zakai. Down low to Xavion. Faces up on Carlo.
Dig is coming again. The double's coming.
Here's Zakai. High left side. Three. Bingo. What a big shot there by Zakai Haroldstead.
They doubled Zakai. Xavier did a really good job of not dribbling. He just helped the ball strong. When the dig came, he threw it over the top of the dig. Zakai makes a big play.
Here's Austin off the bounce. He's going to fire for... Oh, and Kalik Austin.
Welcome to the big show, Kalik. That's his 4th three of the game. Answers the Zakai Haroldstead three.
Here's Kinnebrew. One-on-one against Austin. Kinnebrew goes up, tough shot, gets his own rebound, has to save it, does long to Kralik.
What hustle.
To Haroldstead. Xavion right side three, too strong. Nisley tips it out. Zakai gets it, attacks, and scores.
What hustle plays. Joey Kralik diving for the ball there was unbelievable to keep it from going over and back.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Oh, this one's a wild one. 3:57 to go. Demons 57, Century 53. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
(57-53). Demons lead it by 4 to B&C Bank scoreboard. 3:57 to play. Weston Scott will bring it into the front court, angles it right side. Now hands off to Bieber. Now they come near side. Hand back to Weston Scott. Wes on the bounce.
And it gets Xavier Harrelson there, just bumping the cutter, not letting freedom to move, freedom to cut. And Zakai a little too physical there on the cut.
That'll be the 16th foul on Century.
Yeah, Demons are in the bonus from here on out. Century one away from the bonus.
Inbound to Weston Scott. Now they go back out high to Kalik Austin. Kalik gets downhill, off balance shot. Najee Boyd gets it there, now taken away by Kinnebrew.
What a play from Zakai Harrelstead, stepping up big here, both ends of the floor.
Here's Xavier in the front court. Now Xavier to Zakai. Ooh, dangerous pass there. A good catch there by Zakai.
Good
Here's
catch, little brother.
Kralik now on the right wing.
Gonna get Gibby in the post a little bit. Change it
up.
up.
There's Kinnebrew on the baseline. Hangs, extra pass, Xavier, left side three. Bingo!
Wow, little brother trusted big brother. Xavier Harrelson knocks down the three on the top of the key from the extra pass from Zakai and the baseline drive from Gibby.
57-56, Demons by one. Here's Najee Boyd. They hand off to Weston Scott. 10 to shoot. Scott goes baseline, spins, hangs, off the window, and scores it. Oh, wow.
If there's a question on the test, that Weston Scott has the answer, man. He has just absolutely stepped up here. Every time they need a bucket, he goes and hunts one and gets it for his team. He's got to be shooting like 80% from the field.
59-56. Century Demons by three. Nisley turn shot on the baseline, comes off. Kinnebrew, he flies through, can't hang on to it, and into the hands of Weston Scott. Kalik back with it. Here's Carlo, left corner three. That one too strong. Long rebound to Bieber. Bieber thought they traveled. Here's Kalik. He's going to fire for three. Bingo!
Holy cow.
Oh, wow. Kalik Austin has got it stuck on automatic.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes now for Kalik Austin. Great hustle play from Bieber, getting the extra possession. And Kalik Austin right now is something else.
And now they turn it over to the Patriots, and now they trail it 62-56. Here's Carlo off the inbounds. Guarded by Haroldstead in the front court, a minute 40 to go.
6 points seems like a long for a minute and a half. See if the Demons can get a bucket here. It would be a heartbreaker if you're a Patriot fan.
Here's Weston Scott on the bounce. They switch it. Now here's Kalik, guarded by Gibby Kinnebrew. Goes behind the back.
He
Quick
wanted
move.
that matchup.
Flips one up, missed it. Rebound comes down to Nisley. Minute 18 to go. Here's Kralik.
Nothing's free in this game today.
Kralik, right corner. Xavier on the right corner for three. Missed everything. Nisley right there to gather. He turns. He fires three. Scored and one! Nisley out of the left corner. We'll see it on our Ryan Family Leadership replay.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Madden, you're probably saying, no. Zakai shoots a quick one. Gibby shoots a quick one. But when he makes it, you scream, yeah, because what a shot. Stepping up in a big moment is Garrett Nisley. He's going to head to the free throw line to see if he can't get his 15th point of the game.
And we're going to have a First and National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Don't go away. 1:08 to go. 62-59 Demons. Nisley shooting one. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough. That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our total car care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Fast. ServPro arrives within the hour with certified technicians and the tools to handle any challenge. Breathe easy. Trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Well, it was going to happen sooner or later. They're going to force me to stand up, and I guess now is the time. So,
yeah, we got 2 timeouts left for both teams, a minute left to play. Nisley has a chance to cut it to 2 points here. Going to be some great defensive battles here in the last minute of this ball game.
Nisley at the line. He will have 1. Free throw up, and it's good.
Not a problem for Nisley there. Knocks it down. See what they do defensively here.
62-60. Demons by a deuce.
Century back to their starting lineup. Aldinger in for Harrelstead.
Here's Scott. Goes baseline. Goes strong to the tin. Missed it. Ball tipped in the hands of Bieber. Bieber bounces it up and scores.
That's Bieber's first bucket, but that's like his 3rd offensive rebound, leading to points for the Demons.
64-60. Here's Nisley back with it.
Still time in this game.
Here's Harrelstead. Harrelstead on the bounce. Nisley comes off a screen. Now Nisley goes the other way. Nisley on the baseline. Step back. 2's up and good for Garrett Nisley.
Mr. Nisley heating up here.
64-62.
They're going to have to foul. There's not enough. Yep, they had to. They absolutely had to foul Weston Scott. Probably the right guy, even though he's a big-time player. He's only shooting about, 50%, Scott, from the line, 60%? So definitely maybe the right guy to start.
It's on your score sheet.
I tried, but it's dark up here, and I can't see that close. I'm blind.
25.7. The shot clock is off. 1-1 for Weston Scott. Free throw on the way. That one's up and good.
Any questions? Weston Scott 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Making a lot of big plays right now. See if he can make this a 2-possession game.
Weston will have 1 more. Got
it down. Free throws are going to come in clutch here. Weston Scott's the first one to figure that out.
66-62. Kinnebrew quickly to the tin. Scott, hangs and scores is Gibby Kinnebrew.
Good defense there at the hoop.
A timeout on the floor. 18.6 to play. Demons by 2. 66-64. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
I don't want to walk down there yet, Scott.
18.6 to play.
18 seconds left. 1 timeout left for Century.
66-64. Demons by 2. Demons got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, right.
And we will see what.
You got to foul. I don't think Weston Scott's the right guy. That dude's been 6 for 6. Kalik Austin's obviously not the guy, shooting 74% from the free throw line. Artie Carlo, we talked about, he's an 81% free throw shooter. You're probably looking right now at trying to foul Boyd or Bieber. And I know those aren't 2 great answers either.
I don't think that. I think the guy, if you're going to foul anybody that's on that floor right now, it's got to be Bieber.
Yeah, I think you just got to put one of those 2 guys in a pressure situation and see if they can step up for their team. You can't go Scott or Carlo.
Full court pressure applied. And Bismarck High's got to take a timeout as they could not get it in as Century was ready for that one. And this one will be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 66-64, 18.6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Would you expect anything less? The number 1 and number 2 teams in the state of North Dakota going toe-to-toe here in the last West Region game of the season, and they both have laid it on the line here tonight.
They absolutely have, and interesting to see here. Does Coach Mattern foul right away? Does he wait for the right guy to get it? Does he try to get a trap? Does he want to stretch this game out as long as possible?
Well, now
just be interested.
Now they got Najee Boyd taking it out. Weston Scott comes back and gets it.
And they foul Weston again.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't try to trap. Weston got the ball. Again, a 57% free throw shooter, but he is 6 for 6 tonight. We made a comment in the first half. When is Weston Scott going to make his imprint on this game? Well, I think 21 points, 12 in the second half, kind of answered that question, and he definitely did that.
Couple of big free throws here now for Weston Scott. He toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Free throw up and goes in.
I think the Bismarck High student section blew that one in for him. That was hit the front of the rim, good rotation, knocks it in. Can he stretch it to a 2-possession game?
He'll have one more. Second one, that one's up and good as well.
Patriots don't, they call a timeout here.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take another timeout as well. 17.5 to go. Demons by 4, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
(68-64). Everybody on their feet here in Carl Guard Gymnasium. And by the way, not many have left.
Nobody has left.
If anybody has left.
I don't even think anybody's grabbed their coat to get ready to leave. Interesting situation here. Patriots can still go for 2. They have a timeout. They can get to the rim, score it, maybe get an and 1, call a timeout, stop the clock, and play the foul game one more time. They just got to get downhill here and make a play.
Nisley will trigger it inbounds. He gets it to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew turns and quickly heads downhill. Gibby hands off Harrelstead.
Got to be quick here.
Kralik. He's going to fire a 3. That one's short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Kinnebrew.
Timeout.
Missed the layup.
Oh, no.
And Weston Scott is fouled as Gibson Kinnebrew missed the layup with 2.6 to go. And Bismarck High is going to be your regular season West Region champions.
Yeah, Demons did a great job there stopping Kinnebrew, forcing him to pass. Xavion had not a lot of options on his side of the court, and really, really good job. I'm going to make my way down here before I can't get down.
All right, sounds good. So Weston Scott has been perfect tonight from the Serve Pro free throw line. He will be back there again. Got it. And Scott will have one more. Perfect. And the Bismarck High Demons are going to survive, and they're going to win this one by a score of 69-64, and that'll take us into our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads post-game report. Joe has made his way down. Playing floor. But now we are officially in our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report. I stand corrected. That was last free throw was up and good. 70-64 as the Demons are your West Region champions. And right now, let's go down on the court and Joe Cattell. Joe, take it away.
Scott, it was hard to see you there with all the fans still talking. Well, Coach Wilhelm, are you not entertained by that one?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you dream about. Literally, this is why you put in all the hours and all the time and put in all those mornings and all the time in the weight room is for nights like tonight. Like, unbelievable atmosphere. I mean, when these kids look back and they reflect on their years and they look back, this is going to be other than the tournament games, this will probably be, you think about regular season games are going to stick out to them because, I mean, packed house, standing room only, the entire track is filled, coaches, college coaches all over the place, just unbelievable game from two high-level teams.
Coach, the first half was a little bit of a rock fight. Not a lot of threes made, not a lot of, anything around the rim was kind of shut down. Second half, all of a sudden, Arlie Carlo makes one. Then Kalik makes another one. And then what confidence did you keep giving those guys? What did you keep telling those guys just to stay in the fight?
We just had to settle in a little bit. I mean, Century there's a reason they lead the league in defensive average every single year because they fight you every game. They fight you every possession, and there's no secret to how do you beat Century. You got to be good in every phase of the basketball game. They force you to play half-court offense. They force you to play half-court defense. They rebound the basketball as well as anybody. We knew that we had to come out at a high level in every phase of the game, and we didn't do that early. We settled for quick shots against set defenses. We're attacking when there's three guys in the lane, right? And that's what's tough about it. When you play at our pace, we want them to have the green light to play fast, attack, and shoot. The defense is set, you have to get them moving, and we didn't do that early, but we figured it out in the second half.
WDA champs going into the tournament as the 1 seed, obviously living on cloud 9 right now. What are you most excited about with this group going into next week?
Yeah, I think it has potential to be a really special group. It's been 14 years since we've won the regular season. We have a whole lot of seconds and thirds. So definitely very cool being able to win the regular season, but that's not our ultimate goal, man. Like, these guys are pumped, they're excited. Huge win for our guys, huge win for our program, but we got bigger goals in mind. So hopefully these guys see the kind of work and effort it takes to win a game like this, and the lights are only going to get brighter, but I really like our chances and I like our group a lot.
Awesome. Coach, hey, thanks for your time, man. This might have been one of the we got some people behind and we got a fan club. Yeah. This might have been one of the tougher choices to even make for player of the game. You guys as a unit played so well defensively. Every time somebody had a one-on-one matchup, the guy stepped up. Artie over here made some big plays. Obviously, down the stretch, we got a bunch of free throws made, but you really opened this game up with Van der Hark. Talk a little bit about just your confidence level and what you had to do to come out to this W tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's trust me hitting a three, so I just got to shoot when I'm open. And I think it's kind of hard when I have to face guard 5 players on the team.
There are a couple plays that you made defensively, too. They try to come off ball screens on you. They kind of try to make some plays on you. You're able to get that wingspan. Tonight, I thought your defensive focus was intense. Just what is a game like this? How does that bring out the best in guys like you and obviously all these other boys around me here?
I mean, yeah, in big games like this, we guys just got to come out and play our hardest defense because defense wins games.
When you saw this crowd tonight, what was the number one thought that you guys had in the locker room when it was just you guys in that locker room? What were you guys saying to each other?
Just got to win every play.
Win every play. Hey, boys, how's it feel to be the WDA regular season champs?
Hey, this is a demon era.
Yeah! Back to you, Scotty.
All right, good job, Joe Cattell, as there you have it. Very happy group of young men from Bismarck High as they are your regular season West Region champions. They will be the number 1 seed going into the West Region tournament. Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads Postgame Report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Well, the Demon fans hanging around celebrating this one, but as you heard Jordan Wilhelm say, there's a bigger goal in mind, and that will all start next Thursday at the Bismarck Event Center. Welcome inside our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads Postgame Report, whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisor here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com, and Shots Crossroads get filled up with a delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Well, the Demons are your West Region regular champions, and they will go in as the number 1 seed next Thursday at the Bismarck Event Center. And for a look at the final individual numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, for the Patriots, they led by 7 in the first half, finished the half up 4 at halftime, but they fall tonight by 6. They had 6 players in the scoring column, led by Garrett Nisley's 17 points. They got 15 out of Gibson Kinnebrew, 15 out of Xavier Harrelstead. 6 apiece for both Joey Kralik and Zakai Harrelstead off the bench, knocking down 2 big threes, and 5 points for Braylon Aldinger. They knocked down 5 threes in the game and were 5 for 7 for the free throw line. The Bismarck Demons trailed by 4 at half. They led by as many as 6 and win the game by 6, thanks in part to a 35-25 advantage in the second half. They had 8 players scored. They were led tonight in scoring by Weston Scott's 25 points. Weston Scott in the second half was 8 for 8 for the free throw line, 10 for 10 from the game. Weston Scott was tonight from the free throw line. They got 19 points out of Cleek Austin. Cleek knocked down 5 3-pointers, including 3 of them in the second half. They got 10 points tonight from Artie Carlo, knocking down 2 threes in the second half. All 10 of his points came in the second half. 8 points tonight from Najee Boyd, and 2 apiece for Bieber, White, Bondley, and Sather. They knocked down 8 3-pointers in the game, 6 in the second half. And here's the big one, Scott. 18 for 18 from the free throw line. Did not miss a free throw tonight, and that's winning basketball at the end of the season when you can get to the line and knock them all down.
Yeah, free throws win you basketball games, Joe, and that's what it did tonight for the Bismarck Demons. Well, we've got to come out with our spas, etc. Move of the game, time to bring you the spa, trying to bring a spa to your home. Stop into spas, etc., and you'll find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's spas, etc. Well, Joe, that move of the game, you talked about it. He led the way for the Demons tonight, but how big, looking back now, was this shot right here?
Yeah, the 3 at the half-court line to end the half, no doubt. Weston Scott, right man, right spot. I mean, I said it to Kalik. That was an impossible who to pick for the MVP, and I've given Chuck such a hard time on picking 2 people, so I couldn't do it to him. But I just thought Weston Scott was so good tonight. Obviously made all of his free throws down when he counted, and every time the Patriots made a run or the Patriots did something, the next possession Weston Scott had an answer. And just credit to that Bismarck Demon team. They came out guns a-blazing there in the second half.
Weston Scott with our Spas Etc. move of the game. Well, folks, again, we'll tell you one more time, if you're looking to watch the West Region Tournament, which starts next Thursday, or any tournaments you may see from boys to girls, Class A to Class B, go to psp.network, buy a single-day pass for $19.99, a full tournament pass for $34.99, or that premier pass for $74.99. It'll get you all the action on the PSP network, as we've got a lot coming for you here on the PSP network.
And if that's anything of a preview of what we're going to see next week, I would I think that price tag is a steal.
It's now time to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. I think I'm close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. And that Sport Clips game MVP is, Joe, while you talk to him, Khalik Austin.
Yeah, he was fabulous tonight, and he said, when I'm open, I got to shoot. Well, I don't know if he was open once tonight, and he still shot it and made the shots. Like Aldinger, Harrelstead, Gibson Kennebrew, you name it, whoever was on him was doing everything they could to keep him in front and to get a contest on him, and it just didn't matter. Khalik Austin absolutely blew that game up in the middle there, the second half, and was just fabulous in front of a sold-out crowd. Like Coach Wilhelm said, a ton of college coaches. And Khalik Austin's name is well known, especially after that effort tonight.
Century will finish 18-3 on the season, 15-3 in the conference. Bismarck High will finish 20-1 overall and 17-1 in the conference. And we can give you a little bit of a BNC scoreboard update here before we sign off. Mandan defeats St. Mary's 73-61. And Minot North over Williston at half, 52-29. Legacy knocks off Minot 63-58, so a big win there. And Dickinson leads Jamestown 48-28 at the end of the first half. So we'll know tomorrow morning what that opening round looks like. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight, BNC National Bank, also Valvoline Instant Oil Change, First Indian Bank and Trust, Ryan Family Leaderships, Serve Pro, Minot State, UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, BSN Sports, Farstead Oil, Val Seckery, Aggie Foundation, Bones Barbecue Sauce, Jerome's Collision Center, Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads, Sports Clips, Spas, etc., and all those other sponsors you see throughout the broadcast. Big shout-out goes out to Johnny Samuelson getting you all the pictures tonight here on the PSP Network. Repeating our final scores here tonight in the girls' game, Century wins at 79-36 in a game that just went final. Bismarck High wins it 70-64. Well, until next Thursday, for Joe Cattell, Scott Woodmansey saying so long from Carl Gard Gymnasium.